Bet you never seen a 1 minute early Hazel before. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Hazel. I hate to interrupt the adorable conversation you guys are having in chat. I've been just sitting here reading for a couple minutes, and you guys are so friendly and just nice and polite, and it's just, I'm just dead. It's just so cute. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm a little creaky today, and I feel a little, you ever get one of those days where you're good and everything's fine and it's all good, but you feel like just like a really cute bunny will actually make you cry? You ever have one of those days when just like that barrier gets a little thinner? Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome. Got 120 yesterday, nice. So this is my priest. She is beautiful. She's I'm gonna keep mocking that helmet. I don't care when I take it off, I'm mocking it right back on. That's my BFA outfit. I love that helm. So this is my priest. She is level 118 and some amount, and I know, the expansion's been out for like all week, and I'm not done yet, but hopefully we can get done today. That's the dream. That's the dream.com. Hello Hazel. Hey Lynn, how are you doing? This community is the best, and I'm proud to be part of it. Oh, you guys are gonna make me cry. Hi, Sarah. Jodor, Morgan, Tim, Silver Knight. You feel sensitive? I suppose so. in a good way, though. That headpiece? Yeah, I must have got... I say I got that from a quest. Like, I could have gotten it from anywhere else. I'm level 118. It's not like I have a bunch of other stuff going on. So I need headphones. I need glasses. Do I have glasses? I thought I was so ready. I was sitting here reading and stuff. What on earth could I have done with them? I had to, like... my mic stand had come, like, off of my desk, like, right before that. Oh, why are they on the floor? Ugh. So I was trying to rejigger that back on. I think it's probably stable. If it, like, flies off and breaks, I'm gonna be sad. Nilsaurus, thanks for the super chat. Hazel is on. It's time to have fun. I have been looking forward to this all week. I kept thinking throughout the week, you know, as soon as I get, like, really close to 120, like, maybe once I get to, like, 119 or so, I should do a stream so that I can share, like, the very end of it with everybody. And as it turns out, that's just the Friday stream. I just didn't finish that in time. I've been leveling, like, a little bit every day, but over the last couple of days, I'm trying really hard to go to bed at the same time at, like, 10:30, 11. And, I've had, like, by the time I get done editing a boss video, I've got, like, 30 minutes to play. Okay, alright, thought your Void Elf Priest was your main. I changed my mind. It's this one. I'm a gnome. So, I got water, tea. I have a small dish that has some like, mixed nuts in here. I've got, like, cashews and these Brazil nuts. I don't hate Brazil nuts, but the problem is, like, every time I eat them, I feel like 1 out of 3 of them has this very slight flavor to it that reminds me of mold. It's not mold. Like, they're not moldy. They're brand new, and they're not, none of the other ones are all fine, but something about the flavor just reminds me of slightly moldy bread products, and it puts me off. Jill, thanks for the super chat, and also I saw you became a member earlier, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Just became a patron. You're hitting all the bases. You are covered. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I have a question actually for you guys about the membership thing. So when you're just like on my channel page, do you see the join button next to the subscribers? Because I don't know if it's there, and I feel like it should be. I'm planning on, for leveling, I'll show you guys what I've done. I've completely finished all of Drusvar. I've explored the whole zone, I did all the quests, I did up to the dungeon quests, I have the achievement, I'm good there. So Drusvar's done. I did a little bit of Stormsong Valley just to get my rep up to friendly so that I don't have to go back and worry about that once I'm 120. And then I did all the north part. I did all of this bit. Well, not all of it. I did this bit up until those aren't fish eggs. So I could either go back and finish doing that, or I can go down to Suspicious Shipments and start heading down that way. Or I think I actually have a little bit of War Campaign that I could do too. I should probably start moving along on it, otherwise I'm gonna be... I don't want to stream past 5 because I have very important plans of laying down and being very still. I don't want to stream past 5, but I do really want to get done. I can do a level and a half. I just have to move and talk, move and talk, move and talk. So, pushing, alright, that's the war campaign. That's fine, we can do that. I'm gonna need to do that at some point anyways. Next to top chat for me. I know that we have the button on the stream. I'm just curious if you guys see it on, like, my regular channel. Like, my regular YouTube channel when you're there. Because I've seen that for other creators. And I know that they brought the feature out to more creators, like more people over 100k subs, as like a regular thing that appears next to their videos. And like, because I already had it because I've been live streaming, I was just wondering if that transferred over or if I have to do something else. Alright, so Nazmir is the one wing I have not done yet, so I figure we're gonna do a little bit of that. I did do it on beta, so I have a tiny bit of experience. Maybe I'll know where I'm going, maybe I won't. I have a tweet all ready to go, so I can post that. It's above the chat, not next to subscribe. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what I have to do to get it displayed on my main channel then. Everyone distract Hazel so she doesn't level and has to stay past 5. Oh man, or do like an extra bonus stream on the weekend, but I can't do that. I have my time very carefully blocked out until like mid-September. I have every day with a thing on my calendar. It's all written down, and so far I've been good. So far I've been getting it done. So I can't slip up. I need to stay on track or else I'm just gonna drown. Mararen, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the stream and your emotes. Exalted with all the peoples, you know, procrastinating on that one always comes back to bite us. I'm hoping that just like at level 120 in the course of doing world quests, because I've always kind of enjoyed fiddling around and doing world quests just for fun. I'm hoping that that gets me exalted without me having to work too hard, but maybe I'll have to go back and do more of it. Dungeons give you 100k XP. I've only done 2 dungeons so far while leveling, and both of them I needed more footage of for videos. So, oh no, I did 3. I did the 3 dungeon guys. I did them here. They were a good amount of experience. A lot of my experience has been from herbalism because I have the culture and herbalism enchant in my gloves, which if you are an herbalism and you don't, if you are an herbalist, you don't have that yet. You have to try it. I'll show you. It's amazing. And then I run around on my mechanized lumber extractor. The regular shredder mount works too, and I can just like grab herbs from everywhere so fast. It's so much fun. 5 over there, so it's midnight here in Sweden. Have you heard anything about the 8.1 Shadow Priest updates or changes? Not a thing. Not a thing. I've been kind of checking the news a little bit every day just to make sure that nothing crazy important gets past me. I would hate to like wake up one day and somebody ask me what I thought of the Warbringer, and I'm like, what Warbringer? Because we're still waiting for the 3rd one. No, I think we're a ways out from news on that. I feel like there's enough going on otherwise that we're probably no news yet. I don't feel like I'm especially in need of changes, honestly. And we'll see, maybe I'll change my mind once I get into raiding, but from what I've done in dungeons and questing, I feel like I have a good button for everything. I do have my own voice pack for DBM. It is currently out of date, just like the version number, I think. That's on my list of things to do today. I might try and look at that after the stream. I don't know if I will. But, yeah, people were saying it hasn't been working. I don't know exactly what I need to do, because I don't think I need to add any more voices to it. I just need to change something, to change some kind of number so that it hopefully looks up to date. Did you make heroic mythic guides on beta? So I recorded every dungeon except for King's Rest and the Siege of Borleth. I didn't get to those ones, but I recorded all the other ones on heroic on beta. And the mythic mechanics are all present so far. Maybe there's going to be a new one that catches me, but so far all of the mythic mechanics are also present in heroic, so that's worked out that I was able to just do them on heroic and still have footage so that I can demonstrate these mechanics. Let's thanks for the super chat. Hazel BFA is so cool. I love it so much. Even professions are somewhat enjoyable. I have the same feelings, except that I'm a little too into professions right now. It's just been so long since I've been excited about them that I'm getting all into it. Christina, thanks for the super chat. Hi Hazel, I started my job today as a tea packager. I will never get the smell of huckleberry tea out of my nose, ever. Also, you're amazing. Thanks, Christina. I appreciate that. I hope that one day you at least get a variety of tea smells in your nose so that it doesn't have to be the same one all the time. What's huckleberry tea like? I don't know if I've had that one. I don't know if I've ever had a huckleberry. Have I had a huckleberry? What is a huckleberry? Is it like a blackberry? I've had blackberries. Leveling your main to 120. Did you level your alt to 120 first? No. Some of us aren't done yet. It's okay. You don't have to be done. I still play WoW. I've been busy this week. You need to finish all chapters. Quest to finish the Pathfinder. Yeah, I mean, there's quest to finish the Pathfinder. Oh, you mean like the Lore Master achievement? Yeah, I do plan on going back and doing that also, at least on this character. Probably not on all my characters, but at least on this character. I just don't know exactly when. Hazel, smile for me, please. My room needs lightening up. Can you imagine if I did an entire stream and I just never smiled? Like, I just decided that I am now a modern art streamer, and I did an entire stream where I just... I can't. I can't. I was watching a weird video. It wasn't that weird, but I was watching a video about skincare tips, and one thing that this person, they didn't really recommend it, but they said that they do it to help prevent wrinkles, is that they have learned how to smile and laugh without moving the upper parts of their face. And I was trying to do it, and I was like, I'm just gonna be wrinkly. I can't do it. She wanted to make it through a whole week. We all love, okay. Sorry, I was a little, oh no, I'm standing at something. I mean, I can't say that I have been no-lifing sitting in front of my computer. I've just been editing. I'm trying really hard not to fall behind in dungeon guides, and they take a little bit. Am I quiet? Oh, let me turn that back up. I was experimenting with OBS. Oh, this is the boss. I should pay more attention. I was experimenting with OBS because I got myself, and it's too early to get excited yet, but I got myself, not that anybody would be, I got myself a new mic. Not for this. I got myself a wireless lav mic setup, and it costs approximately 7,000 times as much as the other ones. That may or may not be an exaggeration. I don't know how to do math, but it was like a $400 setup for a wireless mic, and I got that specifically so that I can eventually do baking streams. I don't want to loot those. I want to loot dog tags, so I need to find more of these guys around here. I gotcha. And I connected to my computer, and that worked first try, which was A+, because this is what it's going to be connected to eventually. But it was really quiet. And I found that no matter where I boosted the gain, like I could boost the gain on the mic, I could boost it in OBS, I tried running it through a preamp, and no matter where I boosted the gain, as soon as I got it to like a reasonable level of volume, it started peaking, and I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if I need a different lav mic to use with it, or if I'm just dumb and I'm missing something. I'll mess with it again later. Baking streams won't be coming back until after I finish replacing this PC, because I can't do it on my laptop. It's not happening. So, I need more dog tags. Huckleberries are like blueberries with better flavor. That sounds up my alley, actually, because blueberries, I understand, are very healthy, and they're good for me. I don't really like them. I don't hate them. I don't like, if there's a blueberry in something, I'm not like, oh, no, gross, get it away, but I'm not really ever excited about a blueberry thing. There's something about them, like, other berries are preferable to me, and I don't know what it is. Maybe they're too healthy, but if it was like that, but not. Like a wild blueberry, interesting. Hello, Hazel. Hey, Shelly. How are you doing? Tier guard for the goat tote bag. I actually vendored my goat tote. Is that bad? I have 30 slot bags already. I guess I should have checked to see if I needed it for my bank. That probably would have been a smart thing to do. But I have 30 slot bags already, and I didn't really want to replace one of them with a 28 slot just so that it could be called a goat tote. I thought about it. I seriously considered that, but I decided not to do it. My main's not the void up. I'm maining a gnome now. I'm a gnome on my inside. I don't know about huckleberries, but it was a wet tea. First time I've seen wet tea bags. I have never heard of that. I have had a lot of different types of tea. I have never seen a wet tea bag. That's interesting. I don't know where this extra dog tag is. I guess maybe I'll check back in the hallway. I can't watch this in HD without lag. Hopefully it's nothing on my end. My levels look good on my side. I have a green bar here, and I have no drop frame, so hopefully the stream is still functioning correctly. Thanks for the dungeon guides, they came in handy. It means so much to me that there are people that use those, because it's very easy for me to like, I'm kind of in this position right now where I could be making dungeon guides or I could be making other videos, and I want to do the dungeon guides because now is the best time to do them, or at least now is as good as it's ever going to be. The best time to do them would have been like 3 weeks ago, but that's past. It's kind of my last chance to do them, and I want to do them, but it's not the style of video that I've been making for the last like 6 months. So people that have subbed to me in the last 6 months, which is a pretty big bunch of people, they're not used to that. It's not the same kind. It's not the kind of videos I've been making. So it's what am I trying to say? I'm worried that I'm scaring people away with dungeon guides, and I really appreciate that people like them because it makes it easier when I'm sitting down and I'm working on them. I just can't find. Man, I said I'd done this before, and I have, so I don't understand why. Am I supposed to be leaving? Am I running the wrong way? I got all my dog tags. The pollen thing, that's an herbalism thing. I don't need to be tracking that. That's just going to confuse me. So, what about over there? No. Zealots of... Alright. We're trying to get out, so let's just run this way. And no, that's the way in. Oh, dear. I was thinking about, I'll check chat in a second once I've figured out where the heck I'm going. Bran, help. It's so dark in here. Is there another exit that I can't see right now? Like, I fell in here, didn't I? Maybe there's another door out of the room that has the witch in it. I thought a cute... Oh, no, there is two. No, that's not a way. That's just a dead end. I want to make a cute shirt one day that's like a cat. It's like looking at a map, and then the caption's like, where am I going? Because that's kind of my life. You should try Huckleberry ice cream. Gnome is the best race. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am actually, Jessica. Thank you. They nerfed the food from cooking. Oh no, what'd they do to it? What, like, did they nerf the stats? Because I've been cooking my own buff food. I have like Ravenberry tarts all up in this. Did they give me less haste now? I don't remember how many haste they used to give me before. I actually don't know where I'm going. I'm appreciating the varied videos. They're funny when you comment on the different bosses. Thanks, guys. Tried to heal the Storm dungeon. Not one person in my group knew mechanics. The thing about Shrine of the Storm that has gotten me on 100% of the time, not me specifically, but like the groups that I was in on 100% of the times that I've been in Shrine of the Storm, and this didn't actually make it in the boss video because I've been focusing on bosses and not trash, but early in the dungeon, if you pull too much trash, you're toast, because the trash heals, and there's so many of them, and they're healing so often, and the heals are so big, that you can't really kill them. I actually don't know what to do. It's so, so yeah, the trash heals, and it heals faster than you can kill it, and if there's enough of them, there's too many healing for you to interrupt. So, and they don't do that much damage. They don't actually do that much damage. So as a healer, you're just kind of sitting there healing everybody. They pulled like 8 things, and you're just very, very slowly going out of mana, and then you're like, well, I guess we have to wipe. Because we can't, like, we're not dying, but we also can't kill this. And that has happened to all of the groups that I've ever been in for there. So people will learn to pull that first section more slowly, I'm sure. But that's the thing that's been getting a lot of people. You have to go up? How? Is there a ladder? Are there stairs? Is there a ramp that am I blind? I'm gonna feel so dumb when I figure this out. All I see is this room, and then, oh my gosh, there is, okay, that's not fair. That was so dark. I have a little bit of glare on my screen right now because of the way my windows are set up. Just like a tiny bit of glare, but it makes dark things look really dark. Suhan Kim, thank you very much for the super chat. Welcome to the stream. Or you fell in, there's a way up? Alright. That's embarrassing. My very first dungeon had that exact same problem. I feel like that's probably happening a lot right now. Like a corkscrew road. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Remove the oil mat from vendors. Oh, that. Yeah, I saw that hotfix on MMO Champion, and I read it and I was like, you could buy fish oil on a vendor? Because I've just been, I've been fishing. I've been fishing and then right-clicking my fish into fish oil. I thought that was the only way to do it. I completely missed that. I'm a little upset. I'm not really that upset. It's not that big of a deal to fish, but I was very surprised that they had an unlimited amount on a vendor. So I'm not surprised at all that they took it out. It's never really been their policy to let you level new cooking content, like brand new stuff with completely vendor-based recipes. At least not that I think. You 120 yet? I hit 120 second game. No, I'm probably not as good at WoW as you. This is the first time I've been able to catch you live. I'm so excited for the new tameable hunter pet, the unicorns. They are majestic creatures. How many colors are available for those? I know, I'm familiar with the unicorns mostly from the mounts, like the PvP mounts and the Dream Runner and the Pure Heart Courser. So I've mostly only seen the white and then the green colorways of it. I'm wondering if there's more than that can be tamed. Not that I'm a hunter, but this is the first time I've been able to catch you live. Welcome, Jim. How are you doing? I just wanted to thank you because I finally got an Orb Weaver after watching some of your videos, and I'm adoring it. Yes. Orb Weaver life. Doesn't have to be an Orb Weaver if anybody's like looking at it and a little wigged out by the price point. It doesn't have to be an Orb Weaver, although I do swear by the mechanical keys on it. But man, the gamepad thing. That's how I like to be. I was stuck in that cave for 10 minutes before I found the ramp in the wall. I appreciate that it wasn't just me. I'm glad that I'm not alone. Some tanks still feel like they're in Legion Heroics. That's how I feel when I am running dungeons on, that's how I feel when I'm running dungeons on my Light Forged Paladin. Because, it's been, like, which is funny because I'm tanking. But I feel like it's been the last time that I have been leveling through dungeons was well before they became more difficult with both the stat squish and when they made leveling more difficult. It's been a while. So I'm pulling all sorts of stuff and expecting it to be easier than it is, and it's not that easy anymore. When will you update your voice pack? That's a good question. I was supposed to look at it today. I might take a look at it again. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The reason I'm dragging my feet on it is because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I barely knew how to put it out the first time. And it's very easy for me to set aside time for something I know how to do, but no, you're right. I do need to do it. I don't know when, but I do need to do it. The fish oil is for many cooking recipes. Many different BFA cooking recipes require fish oil, which you got a fishy. I'm not going to consume that one because I'm going to sell that one. Do I have any cheap fish that I don't want? No. But right-clicking the fish creates an aromatic fish oil. Alright, so Bran, I've killed all of these zealots. Can you just teleport me out of here? Can you just give me a lift? Do you think they're going to add auto-accept back? I think so. But I don't know. Like, my guess is that they will. Because if they don't, then they're going to, I think, need to double down and disable the add-on. Like, they're going to need to go ahead and break the add-on that put auto-accept back in. And that's going to require even more restrictive add-on permissions. And it's kind of a slippery slope if they just, every time that an add-on does something that they don't like that's not against the rules, if they just, like, crank down what the add-ons can have access to. And I feel like I trust that they're going to not use that too recklessly and that they just kind of disabled it for now because they wanted people to, well, they wanted a better server experience for launch because maybe having tons of people in automatic groups is rough on the servers, and because they, maybe they want people to do world quests early on a little bit more mindfully. Like, maybe they just didn't want people having their first BFA leveling experience, auto getting into groups for every quest and having to do only like a third of it. I can totally see the behavior that was pretty prevalent with Group Finder add-ons, where you can just create a group for it, set it to auto-accept, and go make yourself a sandwich, and you come back and your quest is done. Like, I can see that being a behavior that they want to limit. I don't think that taking it auto-accept altogether is the solution to that, but that may have been their temporary solution to prevent that behavior during the launch of BFA. But we're all guessing, because we don't know, because they never said anything. I'm a slacker, only 114 so far. You are playing the game at your own pace, and it doesn't make you any better or worse than anybody else. It's just, we're all just playing WoW here. Bat to Fort Victory, I can do that. I really wish the bat could have just, like, you know, bats can crawl. Why couldn't he just get down in that tunnel? Speaking of the bat, hello? Oh. Wow. Look at that guy kicking his legs. I mean, I know that's kind of morbid. He's not dead. He's stretching. But look at him. Look at that animation. He's so wriggly. He's like a worm. He's like you want to go fishing with him, except for like an old god. Where is this bat? Those bats look like the ones that we came on. What bats? Is there a bat on this platform? Looks like you could land a bat on this thing. There's bats up there. Am I broken or am I dumb? Which one of those things is true? Also, I've done this. Will you ever do a live stream of you filming a video, 2 birds with 1 stone? Like, which part of it though? Like recording the footage? Because that's really just me, like, drinking some tea and nodding my head along to whatever tunes I've got going while letting, like, a model or something. Oh dear, I pulled too much. I don't think it's very interesting. Editing a video might be more interesting, but if I'm trying to live stream, I'll never get it done. It's already a pretty long process. My Adam level is whatever I have right now, 275. Speak to Bran to end the quest. Speak to Bran to end the quest. Is he gonna get a bat for me? I guess that, yeah, I'll try talking to him. Shadow is horrible to this expansion. What is it that you don't like about it? I'm 113, but my fishing is maxed. I have a ton of fish, and I was able to fish up the mount. I'm so jealous of people that are doing all the fishing and getting the mount to drop so early. Like, that's such a cool thing to have out of the way. Alright, Bran, sir, excuse me, Bran, I would like to get on a bat. Oh, there you are, come back! Alright, well, he doesn't have a dialogue. Is Alamar messenger bat? Why is it all the way down there? Don't tell me it was in the tunnel. Oh my goodness, it was in the tunnel, wasn't it? I was just complaining about the fact it didn't go down there, and it did, and I walked past it. Oh, wow. I can already see just, like, the flashback to, like, 15 minutes ago, and I was like, I actually did this already on beta. I know what's up. I'm not gonna get lost. I am super fancy and really good at this. Okay, so yeah, we're still heading down. Nilzor, thanks for the super chat. Hazel making me play? No. I feel a little bit bad because there was a couple of people that, that were tweeting me, messaging me, being like, man, you really pushed me over the edge to play a Void Elf. And I feel like I betrayed them a tiny bit, even though I'm sure that they're still enjoying their Void Elves. It's still a really cool, like, allied race. Top of the polls. It's back in the cave. A real-life bat got in my house somehow today. That's always a little bit freaky. Bats are very cute when they're on video, and they're nowhere near me. Kind of like spiders. That's not true. Spiders aren't cute on video. I once watched a video of, I like watching people with their pets in, like, pet videos, and this guy was doing a pet tour, and he was like, I have over 100 pets, and the thumbnail had, like, a cute bunny on it, and I was like, cool, and then he shows the bunny, and then he's like, and here are my 99 tarantulas, and he goes on this tour of, like, 50 or 60 tarantulas, and then he's also got, like, millipedes and scorpions, and it was cool, it was interesting. But it was not the video that I had expected to click on. Okay, so it looks like there's one up there and there's one down there. So now I don't know what to believe. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, thank heck. Get me out of here. Hi, Hazel and everyone. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? You're missing the class quest and such from Legion? I understand. I don't relate. I'm not feeling that yet. But they were cool. Like the one day I need to learn better superlative words than cool. They were interesting. The shadow, like, maybe it's because I like the class and the spec that I really identify with is a shadow priest, and priest kind of shares, like, a holy priest and a shadow priest are so thematically different that the priest campaign had to kind of accommodate all of them, and you end up feeling a little bit ripped off as a shadow priest, or I'm sure as, you know, specifically any other one kind of priest, because you don't have that same, like, cohesive theme. Jetsfilm streamed the filming and editing on Twitch. It was entertaining. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to, like, if I can find a VoD for that, I'll watch that and see what it would look like. I'm just so slow at doing stuff when I stream. It would be like a 15-hour video. Or stream. Good time to sell fish. Cook's trying to get those stars, make the feast before raids. I've been doing... I don't want to say I've been doing amazing, because I haven't been actually playing all that much, but when I have been playing, I have been selling fish. I'm very happy with how they're selling. Lane Snapper? 60 gold a fish! You see a little pool, and you catch one, and then you go, flip, 60 gold, and then you do it again. It's like, 60 gold. It's great. Speaking of stuff, alright, so I want to demonstrate my herbalism powers to you guys. You get the Shredder toy. This is the toy one. The Shredder mount, this is the toy one, but the other one works fine, and you go, yep. What? What? Wow, that was not the demonstration I wanted to give. Okay, I just phased. Can I fix it, or no? Well, you know what? I'm going on a walk anyways, so we're gonna find some herbs. Oh, I'm upset. Mark, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. The support really, really helps. Was thinking of a different quest. I cannot stand millipedes. I had never seen somebody keep a millipede as a pet. That was really interesting. Love your videos and personality. Thank you for your guide videos. Thanks for watching them, Joseph. Why is the Void Elf grind making me so depressed? Probably because it's on Argus, which is like Legion content. You can't even fly there. That's very green. There's demons and stuff, and you probably would rather be playing BFA right now. If nuclear waste spills near that guy's tarantula house and mutant spiders take over the earth, I'm going to be upset. I think a lot of us are going to be collectively upset if that happens. And he would be very upset. Although, I guess if his spiders made it, then he would probably feel okay about it. He seemed to really enjoy his spiders. The war campaign is fairly similar to the class campaign in a lot of aspects. I think that by focusing their quest-making efforts on quests that are accessible to a wider range of people, they were able to make more content that's doable for everybody. Starting to believe we're on a corpse run here. Alright. Yeah, same. So, I remember this part. I actually recorded parts of this because the storyline just seemed so cool to me of this step of the war campaign, and then I realized I didn't want to put it out because I didn't want to spoil anybody. Why don't you have war mode on? Because I don't want to fight people, especially not while streaming, although it's not like I'm going to stop streaming and just turn war mode on. I keep it off as a matter of principle. Have you seen the channel Snake Discovery? She's turning me into a snake freak. No, is that on YouTube or is that like a TV channel? I guess it would be a YouTube show, because that sounds like my thing. not that I don't want to get into snakes. Not because I don't like them, I think they're pretty cute, but because I have enough pets, and if I got more pets, I want to expand my fish keeping, and that's going to be limited if I end up getting a bunch of reptiles. So, where? Offerings, destroyed, offerings. Am I picking them up? There we go, there's one. 60 gold a lane snapper, I just turned 100 of them into fish oil. That's okay, you can pick up more. Have you set up your own community? If so, could I join? I have not set up a community, and I don't plan to. I heard Bellular has one, though, on EU, so I recommend you guys go hang out with him. He's cool. I didn't know there was a toy shredder. Okay, so I think I may have misrepresented it when I spoke. So what I meant is that there is a shredder mount that you get as part of a toy collecting meta achievement. So the toy achievement is called Remember to Share. When you collect 300 unique toys in your account, then you get this mechanized lumber extractor mount. So that's what I meant by toy shredder. There may also be a toy shredder. I don't know. There's a lot of toys in this game. I don't have all of them. I don't even have enough of them for Brutus yet, which is the real reason I was collecting all those toys. Sylvanas Visionary or Homicidal Psychopath? Oh, you think, like, is Sylvanas a visionary? No. Sylvanas, I could, it's one thing if she's being ruthless but smart, but she's just being kind of ruthless and impulsive, and that's less interesting. I've been grinding for Void Elves. It is taking forever. Use the Frenzied Fish for oil. So many of those pools. They still have Legion content as requirements for Void Elf and everything. I think they should change it. I think that they will eventually, but it needs to be, like, a whole expansion down the line. If they do change it, I don't think that they're going to change it until after BFA is over. Because otherwise it really invalidates. And, like, it's a somewhat controversial reason, but if you make... Like, if you put the Void Elf unlock into BFA content, or if you just make them automatically unlocked, then that completely invalidates all the people that ground it ahead of time. Like, sure, they got to play it earlier, but there was a lot of people that were really annoyed about that grind, and that then did it, that would probably be upset if they realized that if they had just waited a little bit, that they wouldn't have had to do it, especially if they did it kind of, like, last minute. So I don't think they would change it soon, just for that reason. They may change it eventually after it's been a long time since then, but we'll see. When you started streaming, how did you keep talking to people without chat engagement? I talked to myself. I talked, like, I would just narrate kind of what I was doing or what I was thinking, or I would just pretend I was talking to people. Like, I didn't have, like, imaginary characters or anything, but I just talked to myself, a lot. And I probably talked less. Like, oh dear, I'm toast. I've pulled too much. I am level 1718. This is the danger zone, and hang on, if I fear, and then I spam Shadow Mend, ooh boy, and then we go, with the Void, Embrace, Vampiric Embrace, and get that one down, and then this one's actually really close to being down. Do I still have Vampiric Embrace? One more second of it, okay, and that one's almost done. That one's gotta be the one that's hurting because it's, like, really big. Oh, darn it! I was doing so good. I mean, clearly I wasn't doing good because I died, but I thought I was managing that okay. Okay, Hazel, guess what we not had in a long time? Good old Stanford puns. I'm ready. I'm ready. Lay it on me. All the more reason to knock out the BFA reps ASAP to get it over with. You know Blizz will gate stuff with it flying for one. Yep. Yep. Now is a great time to do your lore master achievements, do your reputations, and do as much of the war campaign as you can, because that is all stuff you will need to have done for stuff. Just for stuff eventually. And a lot of those things happen kind of incidentally as you're unlocking other things, as you're grinding other things, as you're doing world quests and whatnot. But definitely don't be the Hazel of Legion. Hazel of Legion heard that Suramar was an optional max level zone, and she went, huh, that's interesting. I'd rather not, because I heard that it's optional. And I didn't do Suramar, and I didn't do Balance of Power, because I was like, yeah, this guy, I don't need it. You know, it's cosmetic, it's optional. And then it turned out that you needed Suramar. What was it? Was it for flying? Was it for the raid? For Nighthold? You needed it for something, and I had, like, thought up until that point it was optional. I hadn't done any of it, and I had to rush through it, like, really late and hunt down all of the stuff, and it felt like a huge grind when you do it all at once, because, it had been gated before that, and it was just kind of like a one step a week, but when you do like 13 of them at once, it was a lot. So don't do that. Just keep up with everything as best as you can, because you will probably need to have it done later. So I'm having a hard time tracking down these offerings of Cahoon. Also, I'm going to rebuff, so I'm using my Rune and my Focuser. They probably don't do much. I'm also going to re-eat my Ravenberry Tarts, and I'm happy they haven't had their stats nerfed. How are we going to get all those pet charms now to get the 10 or more vendor pets? World quests. And, yeah. Pet Battle World quests that offer pet charms, they won't always be up. When they are up, it is in your best interest to do those in as many characters as you have, so if you are looking to farm out those pets fast, your very best thing to be doing right now is leveling as many alts as you can. Hopefully you have alts, but getting as many alts to 120 as you can, because doing those world quests on multiple characters is by far the fastest way to make, basically the only way to make pet charms. Like, you can do it on just one character, but it's going to be exponentially faster if you can get more of them. So I think I need to be looking more inside the huts. This seems to be a little bit more profitable. Tanking sucks. Fix tanking? What's wrong with tanking? Do you like? Do you love? Why? I don't have a problem with it. I don't watch a whole lot of the videos. People kept telling me that I was in one recently, and I, like, went and looked, and I couldn't find any. Like, I found some videos, I watched them. They were pretty funny, but I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I also couldn't find myself, so I don't know what's up with that. But... Are you on E? I'm on NA. US. US, NA. West Coast time zone. And there we go. There's the thingy. Fix tanking damage out here. What's wrong with tanking? Like, what's the problem with it specifically? I think it's kind of neat that you're rewarded for making smart use of your aggro building abilities, and that you can distinguish yourself as a tank that's paying attention from a tank that's not paying attention. Hey Hazel, hey Minion Slayer, how are you doing? Supporting the rep grind. Not saying they should give the races away. Supporting the rep grind. I'm confused and I've lost track of what we're talking about. Stormsong Valley is the best horse mount? Yes, I would agree with that. Of the 3 horse mounts, they're all cool, but the Stormsong one is definitely the best one. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I should go back to Stormsong and Quest instead of doing Tier Guard. I've done enough in Tier Guard to get some rep, and I kind of like that, well... You know, actually, am I getting close to a dungeon? I don't know where all the dungeon quests are, because doing Waycrest Manor with the quest was, like, really good experience for me. That was a pretty big chunk. So if I'm close to a dungeon down here, not here, sorry, I'm in the wrong continent. I should probably not look at my map while I'm in the middle of something. I don't want to aggro that stuff. That's too much stuff. The northern part of Tier Guard Sound. I had made it all the way to the west coast, and I felt like maybe I was getting close to something, but they were kind of talking about, like, Shrine of the Storm stuff, and that is definitely Stormsong Valley, so maybe not. Maybe I should have been doing the southern stuff so that I could get to the Freehold quests. You needed it for flying, also to unlock Nightborn. Yeah, it must have been flying. On my main realm, I have them all Horde, and with the burning of Teldrassil, I felt like such a traitor to Night Elves, because my druid there was the Night Elf at one point. Definitely a tough thing for a lot of Horde, and just druids in general. People, Savants being all like, Malfurion has to die, and druids are like, but really? Why? Does he? Does he have to? Unlocked flying 30 minutes before our BFA release? Dang. Portland, not Seattle. They took aggro tables away? They took aggro tables away? So things just, like, hit you randomly? Like, is there... I don't... What? I'm confused. I'm not a super experienced tank, so I might be missing something. DPS have aggro and BFA, not the tank anymore? I mean, it depends on... okay, so I can't comment on this yet. I'm not qualified to comment on this yet because I am not 120 and I have not done 120 dungeons. I can't sit here and tell you that it all works properly because I don't know that because I haven't done it yet, so I can't say for sure. I need one more cultist. I need one more. There you are. You. It is not your lucky day. Way more world quests compared to Legion. I think because you have the whole, like, I guess it's the same amount of zones that we had in Legion, but the BFA zones definitely feel bigger. They feel almost like you could fit 2 of the Legion zones in each BFA zone. I don't think that's probably true, but that's how it kind of comes across. So I could see them packing more world quests in. How do you guys like the emissary model where you can see what you're going to get from the emissary before you do it? Do you guys that are at 120 find that that makes you pick and choose which emissaries you want to do, or are you still doing all of them because you don't really care? Is the Burning Mount that just came out still available? The Burning of Teldrassil mount is no longer available. That one was only available as part of the pre-patch, and as soon as BFA took over, it became lost in the archives. I have 4 tanks, and I won't be tanking, so if I want to do dungeons, say hello to the 1-hour queue time. I saw a blue post actually about that today. Somebody was asking for a hotfix to fix queue times, and the blue got a little sassy with them, and I thought the reply was really funny. Like, obviously queue times are troubling, but it's not like they can make more, like, I guess if they do make changes to tanking and healing that make those things more appealing, then that's kind of a fix to it, but we'll see. Alright, so turning those in, and then we're going to go meet with Captain Conrad out up and around. I think also it's a little bit early to start judging the state of something like tanking or healing, because people aren't yet super familiar with what is going on in the dungeon and how all the trash works. You know, you can't, like, once people get a little bit more familiar with everything that's happening in a dungeon, you may find that everything evens out a little bit more. Or maybe it gets worse, I don't know, we'll see. Thanks for stream and answering my question. Off to bed, we'll watch the stream later. Have a great night. Have a great night, Seraphim. Have an awesome weekend. In the dungeons I've run so far, it's been fine. Guild groups, no issues, and pugs with some issues. It's just a comfort change. I think it'll take a little bit of time to smooth out. Gotta do all the emissaries. Oh, for rep. Yeah, that's a good point. What level are you now? I'm level 118. I changed my frame up here so that you can always see my current level right underneath my name on the left. It does work properly. People just need to watch your aggro. I personally prefer the change a little bit where you're rewarded for being careful about aggro. Tanks are rewarded for more mindfully keeping aggro and stuff, as opposed to just like pressing a button that makes everything within 300 yards mad at you. And DPS can benefit from hitting the tank's primary target. That's something that used to be part of WoW gameplay that kind of faded off after tank's aggro became so easy to maintain. And I'm kind of interested to see it coming back. We'll see if it stays, but I kind of like it. Should I take out all my old mats in my bank? I did. You don't have to, but I definitely did. I took them out. I sold off pretty much everything. I really like that feeling of starting with a super clean slate. I've been actually really into... This is the most boring thing on the planet. I've been really into organizing stuff lately. Organizing like my files, organizing my area, getting rid of stuff in my life that I don't need so that I can more quickly find and get to the things that I do need. I've been having a very satisfying experience doing all that. So, what was I talking about? Oh, mats. Yeah, I was doing the same thing in my WoW banks. Just anything that I don't think I'm gonna need, which is most things. Just trash, sell, vendor. Get it out of here. Get it gone. Don't want to see it anymore. I sometimes, when cleaning, in WoW and in real life, take that mentality of if I don't need it, I don't need to keep it a little bit too far. I will occasionally get rid of things that I probably should have kept, but generally speaking, you know, if I really need one later, I can just get a new one, depending on what it is. Like, if I don't use something very often, I don't want to use the space to store it. I'm in an apartment. I don't have, like, a whole huge ton of storage around here. I want to make use of it as best I can. It's late, but why didn't you use your Void Elf? I have changed my main. I have changed my mind. I am back to being a gnome because I'm happier this way. Pratt Paladin is a great tank for BFA right now. Best tank IMO. There are tanks out there without maxed out gear and weapons. Once they get a little more gear, their threat will naturally rise. That's a good point. I need to watch your videos for dungeons so I can learn how to run them. I am a prop pally, and not knowing where to go inside dungeons is irritating. So one thing that I will caution you with, related to my videos, is I don't talk about navigating. My dungeon guides are boss guides, so I'll tell you what the boss abilities are and how to manage them, and a lot of those are very important for tanks, but aside from telling you where the entrance is, I don't have map guides out for them, because I didn't do that. Maybe I'll... I didn't do that. I'm trying to figure out in my head how much time it would take to add that on. Right now, I have my workflow set up to a way where if I start early and I edit over lunch, I can get one video out per day for the guides. And I really don't want to do anything that's going to mess with that rhythm because I need to stick to that if I'm going to get the raid guides out in time. I don't want to put the raid guides out late. The only raid guide that I'm planning on putting out after the raid is already out is the Gahoon guide because I don't have footage of his last phase. I'm a gnome at heart. Clean out your bags? These aren't so bad. They're fairly organized. I've got like my trade mats up here. I've got some consumables over here. This is like gear and equipment, and this is extra like vendor stuff. So as soon as I get to a vendor, that stuff will disappear. I will say that my bags have been getting a little bit clogged up with things that I normally automatically mail to my bank alt because for whatever reason, and maybe I need to find a new update or something, but TSM mailing just won't work for me, and I am heartbroken. Because I use it a lot and I got really used to it, and now I'm sad that I have to like pick out the things that I want to mail one by one. So I'm hoping that that sorts itself out eventually. I'm hoping that the people in power sort that out. Nothing really sorts itself out in life. We just take people for granted. How to make sure you clean your house. Watch an episode of Hoarders, then start cleaning. Your house will be spotless. Oh man, yeah, I can relate to that. That's actually not really related, but I read a little bit of a book. I didn't even read the whole book. I read like the intro sample that was free on the digital bookstore, and it was about living longer with dietary changes and like reducing your risks of all sorts of different diseases and like living healthier longer by eating better. And I was like, wow, I should probably eat food that's actual food more. I eat reasonably well, but I could definitely do a lot better. So today for lunch, I was like, okay, I need whole grains and I need actual plant-based food that's like actual plants and not out of a package. So I made the only whole grain which I had, which was oatmeal. And then I had it with carrots and green onions, and then I added in some kimchi and then some soy sauce. And my stomach, it wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed it. It was like a savory-ish oatmeal. But my stomach just doesn't know what to do. It's like, I don't know what this is. Is it food? Do I eat it? Like, what's going on here? I love all the different teas, but why add milk? Doesn't that remove a big part of the flavor and add fat? So, depends on the type of tea. What the function of milk in tea is to bind, and the exact science of what I'm saying might be off, but the general effect should be true. It binds with there's a compound, I don't want to say tannins, something related to that, but there's a compound that causes bitterness in tea, and depending on the type of tea, it's going to be more or less prevalent. If you have a very strong, harsh black tea, there's going to be a lot of it, and with something like a green tea, there's almost none of it. So the point of milk is it chemically binds to that compound and removes that bitter flavor, which makes the tea smoother and easier to drink. It does also mute the other flavors in the tea, and you're right, it does add fat and sugar. I use skim milk only. I refuse to use anything other than skim milk in my tea, because otherwise it gets like, I don't like fatty milk in my tea, so I use skim milk, but only in teas that I feel are too bitter to drink without milk, and that's just me personally. I feel like people should prepare their tea, and any other food for that matter, in whatever way they enjoy eating it. I eat my tea different ways depending on what kind of tea it is, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's ways that some people like that you might not, and just do it whatever tastes good for you. For the Horde, hashtag still for Hazel. Thanks, Julia. Okay, so we're done with this. I need to, I don't know where to quest. I don't know if I should do that. I should know if I should do that. I'm gonna actually fly up to Anchor Point because I'm kind of interested to see where that quest line ends, and I haven't done it. Like I got bugged out on one of those quests in beta, and I was a little frustrated because I wanted to see where it ended up. So I'm gonna head out there and continue on with that. YouTube question: does it matter if people watch your full videos for the algorithm? I always watch your videos to the end. Keep up the great work. Definitely hugely helpful. Average view duration is massively helpful, and having like full views hugely helps, because that definitely what am I trying? I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Definitely helps. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love your videos, Hazel. Thanks, Garnet. Is Dispriest viable? No idea. Probably. I don't know. I'm still a little bit behind. I'm still trying to finish leveling. We're almost 119. I've got my experience bars, the blue one up here, and my current level is over here underneath my name. So we're like 3.5 bars away from, so like what, 15-17% away from 119? If you would just play Horde, you would be perfect. But then like the other half of people would disagree. You can't help everything with that. I am so happy I found this shirt. Like, this is my favorite Alliance shirt. It's like the Warcraft movie one, and it's just like the comfiest one, and I feel like the lion looks the best on this one. And I haven't been able to find it for like months, and I found it in my pajama drawer. I don't know how it got down there. It's not pajamas, it's a regular shirt, but I found it in my pajama drawer, and that's where I should always look, because it's usually where clothes that I'm looking for I've gotten to if they weren't in the laundry. I could make guides specifically for the dungeon trash, mapping each dungeon. That sounds like a really good idea. You should definitely go ahead and do that. I'm probably not going to incorporate anybody anybody else's work into my own video with this time, but you should do that just to have dungeon guides and map guides out on YouTube. That would be good for the community. If I watched Hoarders and went to clean my house, I would just say, my house is clean, and walk away. The other side effect of that, you're right. You're right. I like watching videos of people cleaning aquariums, and then it makes me want, and then I try and use things that they try to do when I clean mine. I'm really excited because on Sunday, the quarantine period. Oh, lane snapper. Must have. Turning on sound. I need to fish. Very important. Sound up. Yes, good. 60 gold to fish. Let's go. Oh, no, too far. There we go. Perfect. Nailed it. What was I saying? Speaking of fish, my Panda Corridor quarantine period ends on Sunday. I'm going to be able to move them into the main tank. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I've had a harder time regulating the temperature because that room doesn't have an AC in it. I've had good luck by running a fan across the open top of the tank once it starts to get above 80 in the room. And that helps keep the tank from heating up too much. But I'm hopeful that they do really well over there. It's twice as big as the quarantine they're in now. It's got lots of sand, whereas right now they're on bare bottom. They should be happy. Hopefully they get enough to eat. My gourami's kind of fat. My honey gourami is a huge glutton that eats very quickly and accurately and a lot. And she's looking kind of thick now. I'm trying to figure out how to still feed all the other fish while not letting her eat that much food, because she'll just take all of it. But I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be nice. I don't know what to do after that. I've had a couple of thoughts. One thought was to get flood at my betta tent fish. Oh, I've just realized I completely forgot to set up a pet cam. Oh well. I could put him in the 10-gallon tank. I could try and set it up for him. I could start quarantining. There was one more fish. Okay, there we go. There was one more fish that I was thinking about getting for the 20 long, and that would be a single Bolivian ram. But I want to see how the rest of the tank fits together and works together, and I want to see what kind of nitrate levels we're reading after a week of that tank to see if it makes sense to do that, because Bolivians require pretty pristine water quality, and I don't want to put them into a situation that's not going to be good. So I want to scope it out first. So we got all sorts of quests over here. That's good. That's a good start. Evening, Hazel. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Okay. Well overdue for an NPC. Nobody deserves an NPC. Like, nobody's entitled to one. What do you think about getting Volpera as an allied race, and what about Saberon since they use the Worgen skeleton? It would be rude of me to say that I don't want an allied race because it doesn't hurt me to have it in the game. Like, I just don't have to play it if I don't like it, but I honestly don't want Saberon. the man-wolf, the man-cats weird me out, okay? In Skyrim, what were they called? The Khajiit in Skyrim, weird as heck. The Saberon, the druid form, there was like a druid talent that they were able to take in Warlords that made them take on the Saberon form. Nope. Whatever it is, I don't like that. I don't like that one form. David, thanks for the super chat. Loving your streams, keeping me motivated for the Alliance. Appreciate that. Thanks, man. There's a little circle over here, and that means there's something I need to do. Is it just underneath? Is there a corrupting pylon underneath? Also, I feel something tapping my chair. Is it ghosts? It must be goats. Normally, ghosts, not goats. Man, imagine if I had goats tapping my chair. I thought it was my cat. Okay, so heading down. I have a bonus objective in this area as well. I'm going to turn on, just a heads up, Underlight Angler definitely functions in BFA zones. That's the only thing I use it for, though. I don't put it on to fish because I don't really need to. Like, it gives me some extra fishing skill. I guess that would be something. But aside from that, that's about it. Other streamers have said there's a rep discount. If you're talking about the 5 million thing. Hang on, rep discount for what? I don't use Fishing Buddy, no. I have used it before. I didn't feel like I really needed it, and then I lost it at one point. Like, I had a big add-on clear once, and then I just never re-downloaded it because I didn't feel like I was missing anything. I love your videos. Thanks, William. Anyone use NPC scan? You still need to manually clear the cache. I used NPC scan in Legion and found that it still functioned that way. I don't know if it still functions that way. It's been since like mid-Legion or so. I missed the quest for the storyline achievement in Stormsong Valley, and now I'm lost. Oh, that sucks. I wish I had help for you. I don't have anything to say that's going to help you, but I can sympathize. That's rough. Love your voice, Hazel. Thanks. What route would you say is the best to level a lot of battle pets in like a few days? Ugh. A lot in a few days. That's gonna be really grindy no matter how you cut it. It's basically a question of what pets you have and what tamers you can two-pet. And then after that, where is your favorite place to grind wild pets? Like, if you have to do it ASAP, if you can afford to wait and you want to level a bunch in a few days, but you don't care when the few days is, then you want to try and get a point where the Squirt Warlords of Draenor pet tamer is up in the WoD garrison at the same time as the battle pet bonus XP event. But honestly, you can do whatever it is that you're doing for pet leveling during the bonus XP event, and you'll pretty much get. So that was one cave. I feel like there's probably more that we're going to need to go in and find yet. There's pylons in each area, so we're going to go around and do those first, and then we'll see what we're missing. Khajiit, yeah. Does the Dark Moon Firewater stack with the Gloves enchant for faster gathering? That I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody's tried it. There are 3 caves that you need to go in. Okay. Oh, I'm still wearing my, I thought for sure that I would have taken it off. I thought I would have taken off the, fishing rod, but I guess I left it on. Good. I only use fishing buddies so I can double right-click to fish. That makes sense. Thanks, Hazel, for making me get the fishing artifact on 10 of my tunes. I'm pretty happy in BFA for it. You did it 10 times? I'm feeling a little bit silly for the fact that I did it on, my, my Void Elf. I was so convinced at that time, which was not that long ago. I was super convinced that that was going to be my BFA main, and that I was gonna need, I mean, I guess it's good that I have it for when I'm leveling, but I don't know how often I'm gonna use it in, the end of the day. For Narnia, this house is haunted by goats with Urel floating by. Oh man. Goats are such a great animal to visit. I wouldn't own goats. Having in the past had neighbors with goats that I would goat sit. Goats are great to goat sit. They're super cute, they're really fun, they've got like really intense personalities, but I think chickens is as closest to farm animals as I would ever go again. And I'm not even like dead set on having chickens. I feel like my desire to have chickens kind of like faded once I got really into having fish for some reason. You don't have ghosts, Hazel, you have spirit. That is true. I was gonna say, no, I have MP5, but then I realized I don't have MP5, this isn't Wrath of the Lich King. It's the best looking zone, but also the worst questing zone. Stormsong is very, polarizing questing-wise, because half of the quests I find are very efficient and easy and straightforward and enjoyable, and the other half of the quests are like, what do I need to do with this thing again? It's, I haven't gotten to it yet, although I do think I remember from beta, but like the whole selfie camera quest chain, people have had feelings about that. So I want to see how much anchor weight I get from this. Why just one? I did the quest. I went into Waycrest Manor, and I got the treatise on anchor weed from Gorak Tool, and I'm pressing the wrong button, and after I got that, it actually completely took out the technique from my journal. Like, I had just finished the quest line. Declan doesn't have anything for me. Like, I finished the quest to give it 2 ranks, and then it completely took it out. I submitted a bug report, but I don't know what else to do. Hopefully that gets fixed. Do you have a video for the camera that you use in videos and stream? I do, actually, yes. It's called... I think it's called My Streaming Camera. I changed the name of it recently. It used to be called, like, $1,000 webcam, but that was a little too, I mean, it's true, but it's always... I'm over caps and titles. So, it should be called My Streaming Camera. Essentially, what I have set up is, a little bit overkill. I use a Sony RX100 Mark V connected to my computer using a Elgato Cam Link. Previous to that, I used to use a Logitech Brio webcam, and then even before that, I had the C920. But there are pretty significant video quality increases that you get with each step up from that. The Brio was quite a bit better than the C920, and the proper camera with Cam Link is quite a bit better than the Brio. But this is quite expensive. Like, it's a $1,000 camera on like another $130 worth of hardware to get it connected, and it has been a little finicky. It's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I record my vlogs with this too, for now. I don't have an updated TSM guide yet. I will do one, but it's going to be a while. Like, it's going to be at least 3 or 4 weeks minimum. Quite possibly more than that, because that's how long it's going to take me to get caught up on dungeon and raid guides. Hi from other Europe when I am here. Good morning. You could try Azeroth Autopilot. Oh yeah. I've some of my guildies were using Azeroth Autopilot, and I thought it was an interesting add-on. I get really oddly upset in games. Not upset, but I'm just weirdly stubborn where if I feel like an add-on is telling me what to do, I get real mad at it. I'm like, don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna figure out what to do. I don't care if I do it wrong. I get very stubborn and spiteful towards software. I prefer add-ons that show me the information that I need to make the decision on my own. Otherwise, I feel like it's just playing the game for me, and I get mad. So I didn't try it out of pure stubbornness, but it looks like it definitely did make leveling a lot faster for some people. When are we getting Culture in Humans? Probably 8.1. Exact date not confirmed yet. Not confirmed. Is the Shadow Priest a gnome? Hard to tell since it's a void blob. Yes, I am a adorable, tiny little void blob. Here. That's what I look like. It doesn't help that I'm wearing this stunning helmet that somewhat obscures my features. Man, imagine wearing that cosplay. It would probably be heavy. I feel like you would have to, like... You wouldn't have to, but I would probably, like, try to learn how to metal work, and that would go very poorly. And then, it would be very heavy and warm. What else would you go sit, though? You were talking about the cast bar for void form. You said something about stacks. What are these stacks? Are they still a thing in BFA? So as your void form progresses, you're gaining stacks of void form, and each progressive stack increases your haste percentage. So your this shadowed insanity, what am I talking about? Twin Tops Insanity bar shows you both your haste on the left and your stacks, which it will show you once you actually have some. So that's basically what's going on there, I believe. Let's look at the tooltip. It stacks up your spell damage. Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't stack up. The only thing it's stacking up is half% haste every 1 second. So that's what the stacks are. Are herb quests random? No. Well, some of them are. A couple of them are. For the most part, to get started, to get your first rank 2 quest, go to the herb trainer for Alliance. That's Declan. He's just up in the professions area, kind of in the back. Go to the profession trainer, talk to him. He's going to have like 8 quests for you, and you just pick them all up at once. It's obnoxious, but that's the way it is right now. And then after that, the rank 2, how you pick up the rank 2 is going to vary between the different ones. Some of them are just a quest chain. Some of them you turn in the first rank and he gives you the quest for the second one. And then some of them require you to get a rare drop, but the drops don't tend to be that rare. But start off by visiting your herbalism trainer and picking up any quest that he or she has for you. Hazel, are you applying a lot for the livestream face cam or just in your talking head vids? I use, not for the, well, kind of. Nothing super fancy. What I have in my live streams is a filter. OBS has a filter function. And what I have set up for that, I have it called, what are filters? Camlink filters. Camlink color correct. So I have, it's kind of like a LUT. I just manually set it up. I saturate by 6%. I have a little bit of a hue shift here. I have a tiny brightness boost. I have a tiny gamma boost. If I turn off that filter, hang on, I need to finish killing this thing. I'll turn off that filter so you can kind of see the difference. And then with the, I didn't download LUTs, but with my vlogs and my talking head vids, I do it in Premiere using the Lumetri color correction panel. And I make similar changes to try and get a similar color look. I've been really fighting to try and get the colors that I want ever since I switched from a Canon camera to a Sony camera. Alright, so this is with the color correction off. Wow, actually it looks better. Why did I make it worse? Oh no, sorry, no, it is, I mean, it's pinker. It was a little bit too pink. Neither of them look right. The other thing is that there is also, in addition to that, there is a color setting on the camera itself that I've had the best results using. I tried recording with it in log and then trying to achieve the same effects using LUTs and color correction after the fact, but I didn't really have the same results. So what I have is the RX 100 Mark V is recording in, or not recording, it's just like viewing in portrait mode right now, which I think is additional saturation. I love saturation. I know it looks tacky. I don't care. I want the Samsung effect of all the colors just like beating themselves into your head. Shows like the Great British Baking Show really impressed upon me that as long as you're happy, do whatever you want with your color correction. Where am I going? I need to kill more eggs and just finish generally purging the corruption. So let's go down and get some eggs rolling. I am level 118. I don't know if we're 1 hour into this and I've gotten like a third of a level, so I need to move more quickly. But I will say, I got real stuck. I got real stuck in the war campaign, the Nazmir war campaign. I just couldn't figure out my way out of that tunnel, then I couldn't find the bat, so that probably wasted some time. I do the whole don't tell me what to do thing. Glad it's not just me. I understand it's not necessarily my most virtuous character trait. I probably have some kind of a complex, but I so hate being condescended to or talked down to, even if it's not by a real thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I will happily accept, like, criticism and constructive, like, advice and instruction if I am doing a thing that I feel like I don't know how to do, and if that advice and criticism and instruction is coming from somebody that I trust and have chosen to give me that guidance. Like, if I'm taking a class, I'm not going to be a smart butt to the teacher, because I accept that they're experts and that's why I'm taking the class. But if a piece of software tries to tell me to do something that I feel like I don't want to do, what was a good example of that? Oh, actually, not even software. Okay, so this is really petty of me, but I meditate, and I do so with an app. Like, I have an app that gives me guided meditations, and more recently I've been moving away from the guided ones because the lady's been kind of annoying me, but she's been good for helping me learn what to do and how to do it and, like, techniques. So that's been fine. I use the Calm app, not sponsored or anything. There's only one lady, and her voice is, like, overly soothing to the point that it's actually really grating. I kind of hate it, but I've tried some of the other meditation apps, and it didn't work as well for me as that one, so I just deal with it. And she, every now and then, in one of the meditations, she'll be like, if she's telling me to relax, or to breathe, or to, like, focus on a certain part, or whatever, that's fine. I'll do that. That's part of meditation. But when she tells me to let a soft smile spread across my face, nobody tells me to smile. Nobody. It's like, I'll do it out of embarrassment if it happens to me on the street, but I hate it. I hate being told to smile. It's just so, and, you know, this is a personal thing. It's not like it's incredibly rude, but, oh man, I get so hung up on that. I get so mad at that lady. Keep your Flight Master whistle. It'll work in BFA after you unlock world quests. I saw a tweet on that on Twitter, where you see tweets, but I'm gonna have to go get mine back from my bank eventually, because I stashed mine in the bank. I don't know why I thought that they wouldn't update it. They did that for Arcus. I don't know why I was confused. I need to find more eggs. Where are all these eggs at? Where are all these eggs at? I hate those rogues that sneak up on you. I was running around, trying to pop into a group to kill a boss. I signed up for my own ganking. Oh no. She didn't see my question. Let's see. Marcel. I don't see it. I'm looking. I don't see it. How long ago was it? I don't see it. I finally made it to another one of your streams. Welcome, Nicaro. Welcome back. I hope that it lives up to all of your expectations. I'm trying so hard to level. I need to find more eggs. Let's put the shark back on. Oh, no. Shark off. I just need, oh, there's some eggs. Oh, they're right out of the boss thing. Oh, the boss thing's actually giving me a percentage. That's something. That's good. I'm 118 as well, but my PC is frozen and is now running repair. Oh, no. My tea's kind of cold, and I want another cup of it, but I don't want to, like, get up and stop. I guess I can just commit to the fact that I might be streaming a little late. I don't want to stop my stream at, like, level 119 and a half. That's just the biggest letdown ever. I should probably just settle in and just get myself a second cup of tea. Finally made it to a stream. I'm so happy. Welcome back, Pompey. I go to university for media production, so I learned how to do all the jobs on film set as well as editing, and I learned more from YouTube than I have at university. I am a strong believer in free learning. Not paid learning can be very valuable and effective, but if you are motivated, you can pick up a lot of skills using a combination of free resources and applied practice. You got to do both of those things. You can't just watch tutorials, and you can't just attempt stuff. You got to do both, in my opinion, because you want to, like, the key thing to learning a new skill is both, like, making mistakes, but fixing your mistakes, you know, figuring out not only what you did wrong, but how to do it correctly, and every time you make a mistake, stop, and then do it correctly, and if you have time, do it correctly a couple times in a row, so you kind of, like, teach your brain what to do right next time, and that's what I found to be the best way for improving any skill. I've been doing that, with some editing stuff lately. Hazel, please smile. Don't forget to smile. Thanks, guys. It's patronizing. I get angry, too. Glad that's not just me. My whole guild's almost 120 now. My whole guild's already 120 and complaining about all the stuff that they have to do at 120. I'm just sitting in Discord like... Actually, that's not true. I stopped going in Discord because it was upsetting me. Not because they have every right to have whatever opinions they're going to have on what the content is. That's not... Like, those are valid and fine, and they have every right to discuss them, so I figured it's probably best if I just, like, chill on being in there while those things are still upsetting me, because I'm not even there yet, and I'm so jealous. I'm gonna be there, though. I'm gonna be there today. I need just, like, 2 more eggs, And we got the bonus objective done, so that's something. So let's head up. I don't know if I have a breath bar, like, on this character. Like, her UI just somehow missed having a breath bar, and that might be a problem. I'm going to walk myself over to this nice safe spot right here. I'm going to refill my tea, make it a little warm again. Maybe... I'm kind of hungry. That's what happens whenever I eat a healthy lunch. I get hungry at, like, 4. I'm gonna get some tea. I'll be right back. Should I set up a pet cam? Do you guys want to see, like, a fish or a... the cat's on the couch. I can't show that, but maybe I can show the dog.
Thanks for the super chat.
Drawing, I got my road to 120. Wondering what class to level next, my Demon Hunter or my Warrior? Level your Demon Hunter. See if that's working. If it looks like I'm wearing pajama pants, it's because I am. I was wearing shorts earlier, but it's kind of cold in my office. Where's the AC? Pet cam. There we go. That's the stuff. Okay, alright, 1 cup of tea. Oh, nice dog, thanks. That's Joker. He is an Alaskan Klekai, in case you're new to the stream, which is kind of like a miniature breed, so he's quite small, but he does look like a husky. He's an adult dog, and he is 7 years old. And he's a cute guy. He's my buddy. He popped his hip out yesterday. He's got like a hip that dislocates pretty frequently, like whenever he tries to pee on something that's too tall for him. Did I not turn my camera? I feel like I'm looking a little too purple. Hang on. Color correct. Yeah, let's turn that back on. He popped his hip out trying to pee on a curb. He's really cool. And normally it's very easy to pop back in. Like he won't walk on the foot, and he looks a little sad. He's not like screaming in pain. He's just a little uncomfortable. He's kind of uncomfortable, but there's not really. He's just got a hip that easily falls out of a socket. It's kind of a curse of a small dog like that. And you just kind of really gently twist his foot, and then it pops back in. It doesn't seem to hurt him when it pops back in, and then he walks on it and he's fine. But for whatever reason, I couldn't, hang on, I shouldn't let the cutscene go just in case it flags my video again. I couldn't, pop it in, and I had to, like, carry him by, like, because normally when I carry him, I, like, support his butt, and that was putting pressure on his hip, and he wasn't having that, so I had to, like, kind of carry him by his shoulders up the stairs. And then my husband was able to actually help him. Oh, lane snapper, lane snapper, lane snapper, lane snapper alert, lane snapper alert. Fishing time, fishing time, fishing time. Woo! Ah, yeah. Watching the stream while driving, long drive. Hopefully listening to the stream while driving. Supper is wearing a fancy winter coat. Supper? Are you gonna eat my dog? I've gone through a couple stacks of gliders. Man. You know, one of the great thing about being a shadow priest, or like a mage, but like a shadow priest, I guess any priest, but like a shadow priest. Levitate. It's great. The dog bed looks like the collar of his coat. Oh yeah. So that's the cat bed. It's very much too small for him. It's for cat. And he just loves it. He loves getting into beds that are just a little bit too small for him. I guess they feel cozy. And that bed's actually really cheap on Amazon. It's like 15 bucks on Amazon, and both of them love it because it's got like thermal stuff in it that reflects heat. So it's a little crinkly. If your animal freaks out on crinkly stuff, it won't like it. But it gets really warm and cozy, and they both really like it. Eventually I'm going to get my Amazon recommendation shop fixed back up. I need to make time for that sometime. And at that time, I'm going to, I'll try and add that bed because it's a good one. I like that one. Tips for Shadow Priest with low damage output? Not yet, no. I will have tips once I've figured out what I'm doing, but I'm still 118. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm probably awful. Any tips on how to become a regular streamer? Well, technically, the only thing that you need to do to be a regular streamer is to stream regularly. That's really the starting point. And if you do that, and you can kind of, you do a stream, and you sort of take how you feel about it, and then you can look at the things that you thought went well, and the things that you thought you could do better at, and then every time you stream, just try to do one thing a little bit better. For me, in recent streams, just for an example, I have noticed that as chat's been a little bit faster, I have, in some past streams, started to just talk really quickly and get a little out of breath and get a little flustered and a little confused. Am I just supposed to be shooting this thing, or like, what's up? Just trying to keep up, and it's occurred to me that that doesn't make for my best energy on stream. So instead, what I've been trying to do, and I still slip up a bit, but what I've been trying to do is still read as much of chat as I can, but slow down a little bit, and take some deep breaths, and try to, like, think about how I feel about something, and to finish my thoughts when I'm talking before I go on to reading the next thing, to try and relax and chat a little bit more, even if it means that I miss some chat. So, take a thing and that you want to improve. Maybe you thought the sound was a little bit off. You want to have louder game sound, less loud game sound. Maybe you thought like your camera lighting could have been improved. Maybe you thought you had like a good or bad day, or maybe you stream better or worse after after a better night's sleep or after caffeine or whatever. Just like, I'm trying to improve one thing every time, and you will take over the world, and then you will invite me to your boat parties. I worked at Disney in college and received a write-up for not smiling enough. Oh man. That I can actually, like, obviously that's super frustrating and would upset the heck out of me, but that I understand almost, because, am I supposed to click on this chain? It says ride the Outrigger Griffin. I don't want to jump off and click on that. That seems like a bad idea. I understand that a little bit, because your job as a, like, if you're like a Disney character, I would imagine would be to not look grumpy unless you're playing a grumpy character. We used to get, not disciplined, but we used to get scolded for not smiling enough in performance dance. Like, I mean, you know, you're like a kid, 12, 13, 14, and you're, you know, tap dancing on stage for nobody because nobody wants to see that. And they want you to have, like, the megawatt smile just, like, plastered on your face this whole time that you're dancing. Because that's part of what you do. And made sense in that context anyways. Okay. Did you see my question? I posted it before you went poos for tea. No, I missed it. If you put it again, I'll try and catch it. I'll do my best. I can't guarantee it, but I'll do my best. Autocorrect, please don't eat the puffer. Honestly, he's a really small boy, and he's kind of skinny. Like, he eats enough, but it's hard getting him to eat, like, a lot. He's kind of like a bird. There would be no eating him. Even if I ate meat, which I don't, and even if I ate meat, I probably wouldn't eat dogs, but, he's like, there's nothing to him. He's just like a little fluffy bird. You would have a snack and you'd be like, wow, I'm still hungry. Kind of like me right now. Best class from your experience in the BFA launch? The only one that I've played. I've only played the one, so I guess this one. Hi Hazel, still using the Logitech mouse, looking to upgrade my WoW kit. Yes, and I 100% recommend it. What is this thing, a G600? Yeah, G600. Best mouse of all time for me. My all-time favorite WoW mouse. If it broke, I would go out this afternoon and I would get another one. I wouldn't even wait for it to come on Amazon Prime. I would go out and buy one. That would be happening. I demand Blizz give us alpaca mounts immediately. It's good to have convictions. I don't want, like, I heard somebody say that I shouldn't be doing those wanted quests, so I've been avoiding them. I want to fly down to there and start those quests. So I really wish the Flightmaster's whistle would work while you're still questing. You know what? I can Hearth. I have like a 4-minute Hearthstone. Actually, you know what I want to know? My Hearthstone. It says 10 minutes right now, and it is 10 minutes. Sometimes I swear it was 4 minutes because I have Cooled Hearthing enchanted on my wrists, and then I took the BFA War Campaign research trait that further reduces your Hearthstone cooldown by like 10 minutes, I thought. And some places I have a 4-minute Hearthstone cooldown, and some places I have a 10-minute Hearthstone cooldown, and I don't know if it's just like buggy and it's not considering all areas part of Kulturas and Zandalar. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, I need to go on the boat, actually. I have a mission to determine. What mage spec do you think is the best in BFA? No idea. Frost looks cool, though, because it's like Jaina, and Jaina throws ice. So that's cool. That's all I got for you, I'm sorry. It's too small? I was far back. Any clue? Zandalar, Kulturans, the release? Nope, no idea. Probably 8.1. No guarantees. No, nothing confirmed. Will there be a thing to level alts, or is questing the only option? Questing is so far the only option. They may eventually add more options. I don't want to do any of those quests right now. But for now, your second character is going to be leveled exactly the same as your first one. There is no launch alt catch-it mechanism. I strongly imagine that they are going to add one later that makes leveling easier and faster somehow on characters, alt characters, additional characters, but nothing right now. I'm probably, you know what's gonna happen is, oh, I don't even have a flight point for that. I have to ride my pony. All right, I've been riding. This is my my Seabraid Stallion, the collector's edition mount. I actually unboxed my collector's edition. It came on Wednesday, and I unboxed it today on the vlog. So that's part of the vlog that went out before the stream. But I like that pony. What was I gonna say? Lost track, forgot. Oh, alt leveling. Yeah, so what's going to happen is I am going to level all of my characters painstakingly, one at a time, at the current leveling pace, and then the day after I finish that, they're going to add in some kind of catch-up mechanic. Guarantee it. Farewell, chat. I'll catch you later in the VoDs. Farewell! Do you play in the US, and have you an EU account? I want to play with you someday. I do play in the US. I also have an EU account. I almost never play with anybody, including my friends. I mostly play WoW by myself. Is that weird? I know it's like a multiplayer game, and I know like the best times in WoW come when you play with other people, and I enjoy raiding with my guild, but like 90% of the time, I just want to do world quests by myself. If I fits, I sits. He does fit. Will there be a thing? Oh no, I read that one already. Let's see. Arcane Mage? I'm not sure. I don't understand how to unlock Void Elf. You need to do Argus content. So Legion Argus content. You need to do the questing achievement. It's called You Are Now Prepared, which requires doing the entire Argus campaign. And then you also need Exalted with the Argusian Reach, which is one of the Argus reps. So I actually have a video guide. It's called How to Unlock Allied Races Fast. And that will walk you through all the steps you need to take to unlock Void Elves as fast as possible. Hi from Canada. Hello, Ray. How are you doing? Love that lipstick color. Thank you. I've had this one for a really long time. This is like it's probably getting old, but like, it's really easy to put on, which I appreciate. Any like liquid lipsticks where you have to like very painstakingly paint them on drive me nuts because I'm not good at it, and I hate like looking at it later. Like I look at myself in the mirror and I'll think I look great, and then I see myself in camera. I'm like, wow, my lipstick's really patchy, or like my makeup didn't look as good as I thought it did. Like today, I thought I did a good job with my eyeshadow. I was really proud of it. It looks great in the mirror, and then I'm editing the vlog. I'm like, what did I do? That doesn't look blended at all, and I swear I blended the heck out of it. I don't know what's going on. I could never be a beauty guru. I have so much respect for people that actually can do makeup properly because it's fun, but it's not happening. I need plans to get the Bronto mount. Yes, I do plan on getting it as soon as I have enough gold, which is going to take me a while. I dumped all of my savings into a Bloodfang Widow into the 2 million gold spider at the very end of Legion. So I'm kind of starting from scratch. I am just about to get back over 100k gold, which I know not very much, but I'm just about to get back over that point. And I really want to what's going to happen? Probably. After I'm done my dungeon videos and my raid videos, and probably the pet videos too, because that's going to be a bit. Once I'm done all that, I am going to turn my attention to TSM videos. They might happen before pet videos, we'll see. But I need to do TSM videos. I need to do a new set of TSM guides. And before I do that, I need to fix my TSM groups because I'm not happy with them. Like, I have a lot of things that are subcategorized for no reason. I have, like, unnecessary granularity, and then I have things that need categories that don't have them. So I kind of want to, like, trash my groups and start from scratch. It's going to be really annoying to do, but I feel like if I can get them to a place where I'm happy with them, then I can do the video, and then I am also going to be better set up to make gold. And hopefully I have a better experience with TSM mailing by then, because mailing has not been working for me, and that kind of slows things down. Love the dog cam. Thanks. Congrats on 119. Did I ding? Oh, I dinged. Whoa. Thanks, guys. I would have missed it. Any of the world drop mounts? No. No, not yet. AP catch-it mechanic? It's built into the game, so over time, and I'm hoping I'm not wrong because I don't actually I like 80% understand it. My understanding is over time, the amount of AP that it takes to get your successive Heart of Azeroth traits is reduced. So the amount that it's going to cost to get a trait today is a lot more than what it'll cost to get that same level. I say traits, level, I mean levels. The amount that it'll cost to level a level, like say level from 8 to 10, why did I pick 2? Say 8 to 9, is going to cost more right now than it will in 1 week, and less in 2 weeks, and less than 3 weeks. Like, my understanding is that the costs are going to be ramping down week over week, universally. That's my understanding. I might be wrong. I'm not feeling super confident in that answer. I wouldn't, like, sign my life on it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Is it bad that I like the Alliance Zone so much it's seriously making me contemplate faction switching, and I've been Horde since TBC? I don't think that's bad. It is a bit unusual, though, just because I've heard an awful lot of people with the opinion that the Horde zones are better in some way. People think that they are brighter and more engaging and more interesting, and some people have said that they're faster to quest in. I have not leveled on Horde side, so I can't verify any of that. But you're the first person that I've heard say that they not only like the Alliance zones, but that they like the Alliance zones better, so that's kind of interesting. My husband plays a hunter right now. He plays a hunter. He's played a mage in the past, and he's played a paladin before that, but right now he is going Marks, I want to say? Marks/BM? Something like that. Hazel, I saw the other video, and I thought your eyeshadow looked great. Thank you. The one from today? Because today was, here, maybe I can show. I've got, like, I thought, I've been trying to use matte shadows and bring the shadow up a little higher because I have pretty hooded eyes and I have like very deep set eyes, like my brow bone comes out pretty far. So for eyeshadow to be visible when my eyes are open, you have to bring it up a lot higher, and I've been trying to do that. But all of the beauty gurus have like smaller eyebrows than me, and I like my eyebrows. I don't want to make them smaller, but there's like not a whole lot of room up there. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I also feel like I want to pick some flowers and I don't see where they are, and it's gonna bug me. This also tends to get me stuck. Oh, are they on the backside? Well, one of them's back here. One of them's back here. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, one of them, no, they're both star moss. Here's one star moss. From what I've found, I have never found yet, and I could be wrong, but I've never yet found any star moss in a building. It's always been on the outside of the building. So I shouldn't have to go inside. Is it on this side of something? Where is it? Am I dumb? Am I blind? Help! Is it on the... where... I need to give up and move on, but I can't. I want to pick the... Howdy from Alaska? Howdy! Give kiss Joker from me maybe one day. Bye. Bye, Marcel. I can't see it from here. It still looks great. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. What am I doing? Oh, I'm here for a reason other than picking star moss. That's funny. I need to free some urchins. Alright, one level left to go. We can do it. We can make... I say we. I can do it. with your energy, we can make this happen. I have that last level second win. I always find I get that. Like, when I'm leveling something, I usually feel like, oh, I'll level as long as I feel like it, and then once I get kind of tired of it, I can, you know, take a break and come back to it later. But as soon as that last level takes over, there is no taking a break. There is only going until it is finished, and I am in the going until... I mean, I have a whole level, but I'm going until it's finished zone now. 119 is probably the hardest one, right? Like, that's when, you know, your legendaries definitely don't work anymore, and your stuff is scaled, like, the most poorly. I feel like this is probably the hardest one. I'm definitely finding it the hardest in terms of the level with which things hit me. Whose own pink hair avatar first? Trade definitely did pink hair way before me. Mine was supposed to be purple so that it would be a little bit different, but then it faded to pink, and then I decided it wasn't that big of a deal. You know, we look completely different, so I don't think anybody's going to be actually confusing us. She's so cute. Star Moss seems to be bugged fairly often. I agree, and I want to believe that, and you're probably right, but every now and then I think it's bugged, and then I find it, and it was, like, hidden somewhere really clever, and then I feel like I just need to look harder for all the other ones. It's like teaching me that I just need to look harder. You are a gnome, you unknowingly ate it? Gnomes just randomly, unknowingly eat moss now? Like, I'm down. That's part of that. That could be part of my race fantasy, but, like, never heard that one before. Have you tried the new add-on Easy Scrap yet? I have not. Sounds intriguing, but I actually have not scrapped stuff because I have been disenchanting all of it. I have been leveling my enchanting, and I've been just, maybe it's not the most effective way to do it, but I've been just getting all my mats from, disenchanting my stuff. Eric, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the emotes. All of you guys, all of you sponsors have custom Hazel emotes, many of which, not all, but many of which are hand-drawn. Super luxury artisanal emotes. Alright, we got artisanal emotes over here. How's your questing progress going? Finished any zones yet? I finished Drustvar, pardon me. I keep wanting to say Drustvar. And that's it. I finished Drustvar. I got far enough into both Tiergard and Stormsong to get my rep above friendly, so I'll be able to access world quests at 120. But that's as far as I've gotten, really. Is that what is that? Like a forge? It's fiery. It's cool. It looks hot. 120 sucks without gear. Yeah, I'm probably gonna feel a little noodly right at the beginning. But that's kind of like, it's sort of a not necessary, but I feel like it's a planned evil that they kind of want you to feel as awful as possible right away, because that makes feeling better once you get your upgrades that much more gratifying. You really can't just have the good parts in games without any parts that are frustrating. You can't, like, if you just make a game that is nothing but like fun, satisfying upgrades and stuff, it won't feel satisfying anymore because there's no scale there. There's nothing to compare it against. In all things, there must be darkness as well as light. You must hit like a noodle before you can hit like a mighty uncooked spaghetti. Is it not weird that we have nothing to track Heart of Azeroth artifact power? I have a bar up here. I have a 42% bar. That's part of my bartender. So when I go into bartender, obviously it's an add-on, so that doesn't solve it for everybody. But if you're using bartender, enable your status tracking bar, and that will turn on your artifact power bar as well as your experience bar. I don't think you can actually do them individually anymore. So marked goods over here, and one more urchin, 2 more goods, and I would like to open that chest if I can find it, but I don't know where it is. It's probably inside. Let's see if we can wrap around and get inside. Actually, do you get different mats from DE versus scrapping? I would assume you get more enchanting mats from disenchanting. Enchanting mats will probably be valuable to this expansion. Star Mouse could be higher up in the building sometimes as well. S-Priest was very hard after 116 for me. After I hit 120, I leveled a mage too. See, I'm actually not that upset at, like, obviously this is rough. Fighting 1/2 things and getting wrecked is rough, but I leveled Shadow Priest on beta, and on beta, it was that rough for the entire duration of the leveling experience. Like, from 110 to 120, it was that awful the whole way through, because they didn't give you any Legion Legendaries or rating gear or anything. So, this just feels like a return to what I was familiar with from beta for me. I'm DEing everything? Same. It's a weird feeling for me to DE something like BOEs. Typically, I will sell BOEs because it's very easy for me to automatically price and post them with TSM. But you know what? My auto mailing isn't working anyways, so I may as well disenchant them because I don't want to manually mail them. That sounds like annoying. Hi Hazel. Scrapping wands will give dust, but why do that when you can just disenchant it anyways? Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess if you want to get dust in order to sell dust and you don't have enchanting, that's really your only way to get dust. Order a pizza for your husband, stay past 5 to level. Oh, I don't normally feed him at 5. I usually get distracted, lose track of the time, or just like keep editing until like 7:30, and then like, I should probably make something to eat. And I'm also kind of worn out on pizza. Like, so I ordered pizza for my launch night on Monday, and that was good. Like, I had it, like, after I stopped the Monday stream, I ordered some pizza, and I had that, and that was fine. And then I had it for leftovers in the next day, and then I had it for leftovers in the next day, and I never want to see pizza ever again. It wasn't even that good the first time. So, maybe, I want to make sushi, but that's like the thing that I do that takes the absolute longest, just because I don't chop things quickly and I don't roll things quickly. It takes me a very long time. It's very relaxing, though. I can't type my way out of a paper bag. Yo, I feel you, though. Get all the way in 199 to war mode without ever seeing a single alliance, or 119. Yeah, people are telling me that war mode is definitely way better. It probably is. I am being stubborn on that point. I am stubbornly refusing to be in war mode. How are you? Hi, Larry. I am doing really well. Thanks for asking. I am hungry. What else am I? I'm a little sore. My body, like my back and my knees have been making me feel really old. I'm wondering if I should start doing like yoga or something. I did yoga a little bit, like YouTube yoga, for like 3 weeks a year or two ago, and it felt really good. And I don't remember why I stopped doing it. But, oh, like I try really hard to have good posture when I'm at my computer editing and stuff, but I always end up like slouching to the side and doing bad things to my spine. And then I like double cross my legs and I put pressure on my knees and it's just all bad. And every time I notice it, I sit up, but then I do it again. It's rough. It's tough. I feel very old and I'm not old. Wasn't the Void Elf your main? It was. I changed my mind. I went back. Hello from Denmark. Hello. With more gear going in the scrapper, there's less for enchanters to DE, which should equal higher prices for enchanting mats and enchanted scrolls. That does make sense. I was very excited when I very first discovered the glove enchants, and I tried to sell a few of them, and I think I sold like 1 or 2 of them for like 500 to 800 gold before everybody realized they were super cheap to make and they would have to make them to level their enchanting anyways. And at that point, price dropped through the floor. They sell for like 15 to 18 now on my server. The Void Elf was my main, not anymore. Do you know what I did today? I killed 15 alliance without dying. I'm proud of you for the PvP prowess, but I am officially, you know, on record, very, very appalled at these crimes against my faction. Chinese takeout? Curse of leftover pizza? I really want Chinese takeout to be good, and I enjoy Chinese food, but it's never quite as good as I want it to be. Alright, so I want to wear the legs. Those are my upgrade. I need to get new pawn stat weights. And then that's good. That's good. We're 2 bars in. Oh, this might be a while. Oh, no, we got another quest. This might take a while. If we quest all the way down to the freehold area, then that'll get a dungeon in there. So I need officially 886k. So if I did dungeons, it would take like 8 of them, so that's not really viable. Herbalism has honestly, I think, one of the faster ways to level. I know this one's back here because I got it earlier. If you can find an area that's very herb dense, you get 1750 each time. So it'd be like what, 400 or 500 herbs, but still you can chop through them pretty quickly. I think the best thing for me to do is just gonna be to keep questing along Kiergaard's Sound, but picking up herbs as I see them. War mode is so easy. It seems smoother for power transition than normal. Yeah, maybe I'm missing out on stuff because, like, I set my PvP talents because I figured if I ever did decide to go war mode, I would want to have them. Even if I did try leveling with war mode, I definitely would not do it on live stream. I feel like that's a good way to get an inaccurate representation of how much PvP you're going to find. Oh, look at all the star moss around here. This is a great place. Like, assuming I can figure out where it is and like learn the locations of it. Plus, I have, and I'm so proud of this, I have. Look at that, 3 stars, 3 star moss. They should call it 3 star moss because that's what I got. Look at all that star moss. 4 in a node, and each one of those is gonna sell for, because I just sell it. I don't have a crafting profession. I just sell it straight up. 37 gold each. I am rich. Brontosaur, here I come. You know, 1 star moss at a time. Look at all this stuff. Half a second gather. Oh, let me just get in the shredder. Let me just get in the shredder, make it a little bit better. Oh, yeah, one over here. One over here. Yeah, yoink. Oh man, I love WoW. It's a herb picking simulator 2018 is just like the best game of the year. Yoga with Adrian. Yeah, that's who I was following last time. I found that there was a little bit of the issue that I have with my meditation lady in my app, where she's like overly calm, and I don't want somebody to yell at me, but when it feels like they're affecting their voice to sound more soothing, that really grates on me. It didn't used to bother me that much, but I think the meditation lady really wore me out on it. But it's not like I have a better solution for them. Obviously, they shouldn't just yell at people. But yeah, maybe I should go back and do that, because I feel like that was good for me. Cute pup, thanks! Why did you change your mind in the Void Elf? Because I don't really have a logical reason. I had a little bit of a gnome epiphany where I realized that's who I was on the inside. Do every dungeon once, that's it. I feel like that would take a while. I feel like that would be a little bit of a long stream. Okay, so over here. Oh, I guess, well, the 880 is how much we need, but we're already 100k in, so we only need 700k more. So we're going to take some notes, and we're going to grab... I'm kind of stopping reading quest text, which is a little bit sad. When I was questing on my own, I was slowing down a little bit to read the stuff, because there's really cool stuff going on in these zones, and I enjoyed it a lot more, but right now I'm feeling the 125. I want it. I want it. I want to be, like, not even caught up, because I'm not going to be having any gear, and it's going to be a long, slow process, but my plan is that tonight, after stream, like, I'm going to get some food, because I'm hungry, and I could eat a rhinoceros, except that I wouldn't, because I'm sure they're very nice, and I don't eat meat. After food, I want to play WoW, and I want to, I think I want to take a public pass. It's a little warm outside, I don't care, it's been a while. I want to put on a face mask, and pour a small glass of wine. Because I'm trying to, not that I drink a lot of alcohol, but I've realized that it's very bad for my skin. And I just want to chill tonight, but over the weekend, I'm gonna do some video stuff. What was I talking about? Fish are doing great, fish are doing great, fish are doing great. I have all 6 panda quarries. They are fattening up a little bit. They're growing pretty quickly, which I really like. They're really happy, and they're moving on Sunday. So I'm going to be moving them out of their quarantine into the display tank, the 20-gallon long, the living room on Sunday. I am very excited. I'm a little worried, but it just means I need to pay a little bit more attention to that tank to make sure that there are no temperature swings, because the room swings between like 65 to 85 daily right now. So I'm keeping an extra close eye on the fish tank to make sure that it is not... I have the temperature set to like 76, which is a little higher than I plan to run it. But that kind of helps accommodate for the top end of it, because it's easier for me to heat it than cool it. I have a heater, but I don't have a chiller. So when it gets like above 80 in the room and I need to keep the tank from getting that warm, what I do is I open the lid. I have a big fan. I know you didn't ask this. I open the lid. I have a big fan that I put on the right-hand side. And then I turn on the fan, and that blows across the top of the water, which causes the water to evaporate, and it cools down the temperature pretty effectively. I run that for like 20 minutes at a time, then I check the temperature, I turn it off as needed. I'm just trying to keep the temperature stable in there. Welcome to Hazel's stream, where she answers questions that nobody asked. I should turn sound on now. Are the ladies gonna yell at me? Or do you just thought that I should, like, for that, I should finish killing these things before they kill me? I'm gonna Vampiric Embrace. That was one thing that I actually really learned from beta, was that Vampiric Embrace is very strong, actually. If you can get dots on a couple of things, you can survive way more things than you think if you have Vampiric Embrace running. Just use that very strategically, but don't be afraid to use it. Sound, you're right. Sound, system, sounds, enable, turn on some music too, why not? Okay. Tips for collecting gold? Not yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be similar to what it was in Legion with world quests. Do world quests, do emissaries, do missions in as many characters as you can, and otherwise play the auctioneers to the best of your ability. Gathering is really good right now, though. I would say early on, you can do really well out of fishing and herbalism. Fishing and herbalism and, like, disenchanting stuff are really strong right now. Story is awesome. I'm glad you changed back to your gnome, just so you didn't have as much of a pain if you farm reps for the achieve. That was another motivating factor. It wasn't a huge one, because I'd already kind of, like, made my peace with that. But it was a pretty... It's a bit of a relief if I decide to go back and do it. There's just so many things I need to do first. Like, first, I don't know what to do first. After I finish leveling, obviously I need to, like, work on gear, and I'm probably going to try and put together a list of, like, priorities once I figure out what they are, so that I can maybe put together a quick video on the weekend. We'll see. But, gear. I need to collect the battle pets. I don't have a single BFA battle pet. Not one. I don't have any of them. I don't have a single one. So I need to go on a pet collecting spree and at least catch all the wild pets, you know, do the safari thing. I need to go back and get as many toys as I can and see how close that gets me to the toy collecting achievement for Brutus. What else? I would like to do the reps, but I'm going to kind of leave that alone for a bit, because early on I'm going to be focusing more on PvE and getting myself set up for raiding and trying to push mythics a little bit. Or at the very least, I don't need to push mythics, but I want to feel like I'm competent, so if somebody asks me to go to one, that I know what I'm doing and I'm not just going to, like, ruin everybody's day. Second yoga with Adrienne. You did a lovely 30-minute today, because I have the same problem with my back and my knees. I should start doing that again. It seems like it's just a nice way to do some home strength exercise, because I get, I go for a long, brisk walk twice a day, every day, and that's good exercise. It's like, it gets you outside, it gets your heart rate up. It's not strenuous exercise, but it's better than nothing. But it doesn't really do anything for me strength-wise. All I'm doing is walking, so I have, like, I'm kind of built like a not a rhinoceros. I'm built like a... T-Rex. I have big old T-Rex thighs, and I have scrawny little arms because I don't do anything that really requires strength aside from a ton of walking. And yoga might help me even out my T-Rex body a little bit. Not that it's a problem. I'm perfectly happy with it, but it might help. Good night here for chilling. The weather is finally bearable. The Alliance got cooler quest zones, made me want to go ally for BFA. I thought that the themes and the atmospheres were very different. The Horde zones, from what I've seen on stream, what I've heard from other people talking about what they've seen on streams, like I don't have first-hand experience really, but the Horde zones seem to be very active. You know, you're doing really cool things. You're doing them. They're happening. You know, you're going out and you're fighting the dinosaur and you're making things happen. Whereas a lot of the Alliance stuff is a little more political. Like Jerusalem was a very cool, spooky political zone that focused around like family stories and was more character based. There are still like really cool characters in the Horde side, but the Alliance one was a little more Game of Thrones, and the Horde was a little bit more. Man, I'm just gonna make people mad if I try and use TV show references. Like, I'm trying to think of a TV show that's like, you know, well-produced, exciting, blockbuster action. But I can't think of anything that's like that that's not going to offend. Like, you can't compare anything to Game of Thrones. You just can't do it. You're gonna make people mad. I'm just gonna not. Just got the Wicker Pup using your guide. Grats! I need to do, that's one of the things on my list to do at 120. I did it on beta so that I could make that video, but I didn't do it on live yet. Stabby Jane, have you seen Flynn? We're looking for Flynn. I don't remember when we lost him, but we're looking for him. The Flight Master over here. Got 3 pets so far. Hazel, the hermit crab, so cute. No idea if they're good for pet battles. I was a little concerned when they added hermit crabs that, and I don't know if it's going to have this effect. I don't know if WoW does this to people. But I hope that if seeing the adorable hermit crabs in WoW inspires anybody to adopt a hermit crab pet, that they do all of the research that they need to ensure that they can care for that pet correctly. Because from what I've understood, hermit crabs don't make great pets. You can keep them, but it's more tricky. Like, a lot of them are miskept because people just get them without doing the research, and I'm hoping that WoW doesn't kind of Finding Nemo hermit crabs everywhere. I also thought it was really funny that so the hermit crab model, like, when you actually get up close and look at it, and I didn't notice this until I saw my husband's hermit crab tamed hunter pet, it's just a regular crab that they stuck a hermit shell onto. It's not a different type of animal at all. Hermit crabs in real life look fairly different from actual crabs. They just took the exact same crab model and stuck a cool shell on it. Okay, hermit crab rant over. Does more content get released later on? Yes, eventually, in patches, as happens. We have most of the content we're going to have for a bit, though. Like, we just got all this new stuff, so it's going to be a little while before we get anything new. But there will be patches with new content. There's also stuff that's going to be time-gated, I think. I feel like there is a time-gated rollout of more content. Like, for example, the raid is a big piece of content, not out yet, going to be out on September 4th. Kind of new. What kind of dog is that? Joker is an Alaskan Kleekai, K-L-E-E-K-A-I. It's like a miniature dog breed, so he looks like a husky, but he's tiny. He is a fully grown adult Kleekai, and he is 7 years old. And he's very fluffy and cute. If you're a fan of Black Panther, all the trolls say Zandalore forever. Bad fishing to max today, and got the new water mat while doing it. Nice! What's the stream to chat delay? Technically, like, 20 seconds, but I don't always remember to scroll my chat up to the present, so sometimes I'll be answering comments that happened, like, 5-10 minutes ago. So, varies. Let's say it varies. Where am I going? What am I doing? What's happening? Juicy lurker tails. I don't see any juicy lurkers. Sounds like Blizzard. Is the Flying Phoenix mount still rare? I think so. That's what I'm doing every Tuesday. Every Tuesday morning, I'm streaming right here. We're farming Tempest Keep. We're trying to get an Ashes of Alar, and we're trying to be understanding of people that are like, how do you not have that yet? You still don't have that? How do you still not have that yet? I have a friend who volunteers at a rescue for another type of pet that is poorly cared for, miniature pigs. Mini pigs get to 150 pounds as adults, and people freak out and abandon them. Yeah. And you can't have a fully grown pig just anywhere. Like, there's places that are zoned for that, and there's places that aren't. And I've definitely heard about that. Like, people get teacup pigs that are just baby pigs, which is a shame because they're really cool animals. And if you have the space for it, an adult pig would be a cool pet. Like, it's a livestock type pet. You know, you want to have an outside home and you want to be able to have the space for it. But they're cool. Pigs are cool. I like pigs. I have 1 lizard, but I have to take care of 4. Don't go into war mode. Too many tree burners are getting all the little people. Is that what we're calling Horde now? Are they tree burners? That sounds inflammatory, pun intended. The ferret model has the wrong body. It's like a long cat. It's annoyed me because I used to have ferrets. Anybody know if they're going to add ferrets as hunter pets? We were kind of surprised to find out that they're, like, they have the new ferret model and they have ferrets out there, but they're not actually tameable as hunter pets. I was wondering if they're going to add that later. Alright. Lady? Some Game of Thrones actors voice characters in Culture S. Do they really? If that's true, that's insane, because those are big budget actors at this point. Like, that's a lot of money for video game voice acting. How is your beta going? Has his fins healed up since they ran into his tank? So they did heal up, and then he damages them again. Since the tank reno and him being on this new schedule, I have him on a twice-a-week water change schedule. I've got it to a point where his fins are not infected, and they're not getting infected, so they're always regrowing. But like clockwork, about once every 2 weeks, he just tears them again. And short of setting up a completely different tank for him, I don't know what else to do. So I'm just, as long as his water's clean and he's not getting infected, it's just happening. I am confident that he's not ripping them on anything in there because there's actually nothing that could possibly be doing it. It's kind of a bummer. But I try not to stress out about it too much. I want to hopefully get additional betas at some point in the future so that I can at least be reassured that it's not, that it's possible to keep a long-finned beta without having tail damage like this. I think it's personality-based because he has always been so feisty to the point of just being neurotic. He is a crazy, active, super crazy beta. He's chilled out a little bit, but he's a very, very aggressive boy. And, it's probably a personality trait. We'll find out. I need to pop my vampire. Oh no, dispersing. I want to pop my vampiric, but I think it's a little late. And, actually, we're gonna, oh, darn it! I was gonna fear, and then vampiric embrace, and then hit the thing, but I waited a little too long. That's my bad. Oh man, it's a little bit of a run, too. Can you give your opinion on the scrapper? I think they should have included an expulsum trader like the Blood of Sargeras trader for gathering remains. I would agree with that. I would say that they probably will. Guessing, but my guess, I don't know anything, but I should just clarify. I never know anything. Nobody tells me anything, so don't ever assume I have info that anybody else doesn't have. I get my info from the same place all of you do. But yeah, I would guess that they will add one later. Just later, you know, the Blood of Sargeras trader was not in the game at Legion launch. And I would assume that they're just going to add one down the road. Finally got a dune scavenger. Grats! Is that rare? Are some of the wild pets rare? That's something that I never managed to figure out. Debating on if I should make toast, but I don't have any drinks for breakfast. I mean, hopefully you have at least water. His adult mini pig he owned was smart as a whip and could actually laugh. Great pet if you know how to handle it. There's just, they seem so smart. They seem so people-like. I've never owned a pig, though, so I can't really say. I actually haven't even visited that many pigs. Most of what I know about them is from what I've seen about them on videos. But they look cute. I feel offended with tree burners. The dog's not a husky. He is an Alaskan Klekai. So I'm just going to fear these guys, and I'm just going to go real in on the boss and see if I can burst her down before those sailors become a problem for me. I'm assuming that they're going to de-aggro once I kill her. Can I dispel anything off it? No. I was hoping they might have a buff I could dispel. Oh no. Oh no. Whew. Okay, it's okay. We got her. We had dots on her. I didn't have a disperse up for that one. Alright, so I need to kill 6 more sirens, and I need 5 more juicy lurker tails, which I have not been seeing that many juicy lurkers. Which is a shame. Have they changed servers around? Last time I played, Dark Iron was dying? No bueno? I mean, they've changed things so that many things that you do in WoW will connect with other servers automatically. So even if there's nobody on Dark Iron, the things that is going to affect are primarily your auction house, because almost everything else is interconnected. You're still going to be able to get queues, you're still going to be able to find group finder groups. Those things happen between realms. You'll see people out in the world in the zones. It's just a matter of the auction house. How do you stay so positive all the time? When I am not recording and I'm not streaming, I am extremely mean and cranky and cynical and sad. I just save it all up for when I'm on camera, and then as soon as I turn off camera, I become awful. I'm not even entirely kidding. Traders usually show up later. You're almost there. I'm some amount of the way there. We're like a third of the way there. The OG king from Game of Thrones does a poison. Oh, they got Mark, what's his name? Mark something. I just tuned in, so you may have already talked about this. How do you feel about Shadow Priest while leveling? I couldn't do it. I'm fine with it. It's not the easiest thing that's ever happened. If you are fighting 3 things later on, like after, you know, kind of like 118, 17, 18, 19, it's tough, but it's doable. I kind of like that I was rewarded for doing things like managing, you know, your Psychic Scream is a really good tool. Your Vampiric Embrace is a really good tool for helping manage things. I say take Mindbender. Use that on cooldown, that's really good damage. It was fine. It wasn't like, I'm sure, I also don't have anything to compare it with. I only leveled Shadow Priest on beta, and I've only leveled Shadow Priest so far on live, so I don't have a reference point. Maybe I'm going to level something else and be like, wow, I've been really cheated this whole time, but just with no reference point, I feel fine. The tea that you're drinking sounds tasty, it's delightful, and it's so, like, soothing and relaxing, and I feel like it's just what I needed at the end of the week. I feel like nothing like a really good cup of tea. It might be a little late in the day to be drinking, like, a caffeinated black tea, but that's okay, you know? It's Friday, it's not the end of the world if I stay up an extra hour or two and play some WoW, you know? I'm gonna have lots to do after I hit 120. You regret hitting 120? Like, you want to go back and be 118 again? Would you consider coming down under to meet Aussie fans? I would love to travel and meet people everywhere. I need to get my hands, like, I need to get comfortable with meeting, well, one thing at a time. Let's say that. Let's say one thing at a time. I've never even been to BlizzCon. So I'm gonna do that first. And traveling is very hard for me, both because of the logistics of my pets and because I just have awful travel anxiety. So I'm not going to say never. I'm going to say it's not super likely. The theoretical scenario that I could see is if I had like a reason one day, if it was like years from now and I was much more successful and I had gotten good at something and I had a reason to tour, like maybe I wrote a book and I had a reason to go on a book tour, or maybe I had something that I was trying to, like some reason to go on a tour aside from just like a fan meet tour, which I guess is a thing, but I don't know. If I had a reason to go on a tour, then I would, but that's like such a far down the road thing. Mark Addy, that's what it was. It was Mark something. I was like, my brain was going Mark Hamill, and I was like, no, that's not right. Mark Hamill did not play the king in Game of Thrones. I'm really awful with actor and actress names. I should turn off the pet cam because there's no dog there anymore. I'm really awful with names of people. And the hard thing is that I really want to know them. Like, it bugs me when I don't know the name of somebody, so I try and learn them, and I just don't know them. I need 4 more sirens and only 1 more lurker tail. This seems like this quest is stopping me up a little bit, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting distracted and reading a lot of chat, or if there's just, I don't think there's that many lurkers. Like, where are all the juicy lurkers? How am I supposed to get juicy lurker tails if none of these lurkers are juicy? There's just crabs everywhere. Am I late for anything? I wouldn't say late. I'd say that you're fashionably on time. Dark Ascension is good. Dark Ascension. I haven't tried that yet. I've been Legacy of the Void. I've been enjoying that the Void Eruption, I've been enjoying using the Void Eruption as an AoE, so building up to that faster has been valuable for me, but I haven't tried Legacy of the Void yet, or Dark Ascension. I haven't tried Dark Ascension yet, so maybe it's awesome. This is my talent setup that I've been using. I'm not going to tell you that it's the best one, but this is the one that I've been messing with for now. Oh boy. Must know what alerted Peppers. Was it bad guys? No, I think my husband just came home. Doug has to come say hi to him as soon as he's home. I become my awful true self after finishing my day in customer service. You know, you get it. I try to look on the positive side of most things, just because it's very selfish. I'm happier when I don't think about things that I don't like. That doesn't mean that everything is always sunshine and rainbows, and that doesn't mean that I shouldn't face my problems, and I do. But it means that there's no point in dwelling on something negative if you can't do anything about it. Like, if I'm mad at something in WoW, like if they make a WoW change, like the auto-accept thing, and I can't fix it, well, that sucks. There's nothing I can do about it, so there's no point in me continuing to talk about it or continuing to think about it. I just figure out, like, either I have 2 options. I have the option of either I quit WoW, which is silly, or I just learn to play WoW without it. And it's an easy decision, so I just make the decision as to what I'm going to do and what's within my control, and then I move on. It doesn't serve me, and it doesn't do me any good to continue to be upset about things that are upsetting. So I try not to dwell on them. And that's something that can be kind of like, it can really get under your skin. Like, it can be very easy to get caught up in thinking about certain things, and it can be difficult to let them go. But you have to think of, like, you know how people say that you are what you eat? Like, the foods that you eat influence your health, which is true. And if you want, like, better energy and a healthy body, then you want to feed it good food. Or, you know, if you don't like yourself, so you don't eat good food because you don't care, maybe you have a pet and maybe you get good food for your pet because you want your pet to be in good health. it's kind of the same thing with your brain. Like, your general state of mind, it's not going to be cured, but it's definitely influenced by what you think. So if you spend your time consuming negative media and you spend your time thinking about negative things, it's going to, like, that's going to influence your overall state of mind even once you're done with that. So I try not to watch YouTube videos that are purely negative. I try not to get too caught up in stuff that I know isn't good for my state of mind, because it's just not healthy for my brain. I hope Hazel is coming for me in 3 days in Standalone. Let's see. I tried shattered unit frames. It was complicated. I didn't have an XP bar. I don't after disabling it. Does shattered unit frames do an XP bar? I never used shattered unit frames for an XP bar. It's not for bars. It's for unit frames, not UI frames. I use bartender for the experience bar. Although if it disabled your experience bar and then didn't turn it back on after, then that's frustrating. Then I can tell her about my cat staying at Darkspear. I need to finish this. Oh, I'm done. I can turn them in. Look at that. At least I'm down in the south of the zone now. Like, we're near the Freehold entrance, so maybe we will do enough quests to get access to the Freehold dungeon quest. Maybe we're not too far from that. You really need to turn on war mode. The expansion is called Battle for Azeroth. I mean, that's true. The expansion's also called World of Warcraft, and I also spend lots of time picking flowers and fishing, which is really more farm to like. That's okay. If they wanted war mode to be mandatory, then they would have just turned it on for everybody. What is the one add-on that you absolutely cannot live without? Auctionator. Which is funny, actually, because I probably could, because I mostly use TSM. But Auctionator. Using the Auctionist without any auction add-on? Not worth it. Not okay. Auctionator I consider mandatory. Auctionator specifically. I don't use Auctioneer. I have in the past. I'm sure it's fine. But Auctionator is what I use. In addition to TSM. Like, not everybody wants to get set up with TSM. That's fine. It's a handful. But if nothing else, for the love of anything, use Auctionator. Okay, we got a club. And one more over here. World quest list has an auto accept function. Does it still work? I was under the impression that the I guess it would. I haven't used it since the I haven't been doing world quests since the change, because I've been leveling because BFA's been out. For the Horde, that's helpful advice. So much love, Hazel. Well, thanks, Chloe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've forgotten the advice that I just gave. I don't know what I was saying. But I'm glad it helped. You should take a look at snake discovery. People, you're not the first person to tell me that. Unless it was just you and you said it twice. But, you're not the first person to say that. I really should check that out. I would enjoy seeing more videos about snakes and alligators. I don't necessarily want a snake or an alligator myself, but I would enjoy seeing more of it. So I need to escort Flynn. Flynn, you want to come with me? There we go. He's gone. He's gone. It feels awkward, fighting with Hordes when we're supposed to be hating each other's guts. Why would it be awkward to fight them when you're supposed to hate them? That's usually what you do when you hate somebody, is you smack them in-game. Since you are thinking about getting a snake, I'm not planning on getting a snake. The seed of getting a snake is in my brain. I'm not going to say never, because I know how I work, but I don't currently have any plans to get any reptiles. I feel like I would have a hard time feeding them. I feel like I would have a hard time with the frozen mice. I could probably do it, but it's a lot more, it's a lot more than I do right now. Like, right now I feed my fish frozen bloodworms and frozen brine shrimp, so I'll defrost those, and I'll use, like, a toothpick to, like, spoon them in. And that's a little gross, but it's fine. They don't feel like animals to me, because they're so tiny, and they're so, like, they're not as cute as mice. I don't know. Sleepy dog. Get into your live stream and instantly crave tea. Tea is a lovely part of most days. Pretty much all days. If only they would fix TSM4. I'm confident that they're doing their best. I'm hoping that they continue to work on it, because I'm still having some issues that I would dearly like to see resolved. I miss it, and I like where they're going. I like a lot of the things that they've done. I think the idea of having a default group is excellent. I think that's really good for helping new players get into it. I like a lot of the ways that they're going. I just need everything to work, and I need it to be less laggy. Like, the lag that I have every time I open up TSM and I click on a group to, like, add something is unacceptable. It's just, it's to the point that I don't use it because it takes too long. I'd rather just do the thing normally. I thought you were going to main your Void Elf and BFA. Sorry for turning up late. No worries. I changed my mind. I decided that I wanted to not be a void elf and instead be a gnome. I looked in the mirror and I saw a very tall gnome looking back at me. Plix542, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Appreciate the support. I hope that you're enjoying the stream. First time I set up TSM, I lost around 70k gold because I was confused. I kept misusing it. I love it now. I am impressed that you, after such a damaging first experience, that you persevered with it and figured it out and were able to continue on. I know a whole lot of people that would have lost 70k and then go, no, and just hated it and then like badmouthed it forever and not tried it. And the fact that you stuck with it and you figured out where you went wrong the first time is very impressive. I think that says a lot of good things about you. And I'm glad that you recovered from that and that you can benefit from the beautiful thing that is TSM. What's this? Hazel Stream Sup, hero? How you doing? I thought about you the other day because I was feeling really guilty that I haven't put out our collab yet. I was like, wow, what kind of a YouTuber am I that actually finally films a collab and then keeps it on a hard drive for months? And I don't even have a good excuse. I have excuses. They're not good. I'm sorry. That was very rude of me. I will put it out. It'll be horribly out of date, but I will put it out. Here was Bond. Just burnt my boyfriend's toast because he said his raid bugged out, so I came in to look and I burnt the toast. Oh no. So when you burn toast, or like if you overcook an egg or something, do you guys like throw it out and start over, or do you just eat it anyways? Because I find that unless it's like horribly mangled, I always end up just eating it, to the point that I often regret it. Like I usually probably should have just started over. The cost of a piece of bread is probably not going to ruin me. It's probably okay. I probably shouldn't be eating like the charred, potentially carcinogenic burnt toast remains. But, you know, it's food and it's my fault. Like I burned it, so I should pay by consuming it. I have weird hang-ups on food. No, I'm not leveling at all. This is my main. I'm not done yet. I'm almost done. I'm 119 and a third. Let's see here. Friends play Horde. I feel very out of place in Horde, even though my beloved Nightborn are Horde. I have 60 gold. You know? Everything starts with something. Maybe you take your 60 gold and you buy like an herb and then you sell it for 70 gold. That'd be an expensive herb, but you know what I mean. You know. You have the seeds of a great fortune in your coffers right now. My back is so sore. I can't get comfy. I need to stretch. Hang on. Okay. That was a little better, I think. Everything is so creaky. I need to take better care of my joints and my spine. Like, you only get one of them. You can't really switch it out for a new one, and I would like to live for a long time. I would like to grow old, and I would like to have access to these things when I'm old. Oh, cutscene. Can't watch it. You can scrape the burn stuff off. Oh, I do. I usually hold it over the sink because otherwise it gets everywhere. So I like hold it over the sink and I scrape the stuff off with a knife into the sink. But sometimes it's really burnt. Sometimes I can't even with toast. I am almost done this toxic stinger quest. Eat it anyways unless it's inedible. Throw it out. Attempt to eat. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Scrape the worst burn part off. Yeah. Where do you bin it though? In the bin is kind of weird. I throw it in the garden for the birds. Definitely, like, reusing it is probably a good idea, but I feel like I've read something about, and maybe I'm wrong on this, I don't know for sure, but I feel like I've read something about, like, depending on what kind of bread it is, like, processed flour being bad for birds. Maybe it depends on the kind of bird. I don't really know. But yeah, no, if I threw it out, I would probably just do either the toast, or, like, the garbage, or if I had a compost bin, I would do compost. We don't really have any kind of composting setup here, and we live in an apartment, so I don't really have a place to do it, and my garden is, like, on my balcony. But if I had a house, I would like to set up a compost bin or system of some sort so I can both compost stuff and have it for my garden. If I have enough resources, I'll remake it. If we're low on bread or I'm in a hurry, I'll eat it. I need a Hazelx Hero collab. Yeah, we filmed one. We filmed Hero walking me through all of the family brawler teams that I needed. Like, he would look at my pets and we would put together teams out of my pets and he would coach me through pet PvP. It's the only reason I have Family Brawler, And I still have the footage. I was trying to decide if I should do it in like family-specific videos or just edit together one mega video. Probably do one big one. I feel like if I put out 10 videos in a row that are just outdated pet PvP, everybody's going to leave. Everybody's just going to leave. Do you feel like the music of this X-Pack is very reminiscent of other video games? I haven't played enough other video games to know. Honestly, I'm a pretty one-note game player these days. It's the only other video game that I really ever played with music was Dark Souls, like Dark Souls series games. And it doesn't super remind me of Dark Souls boss music. Alright, so there's a quest to pick up over here. I'm starting to feel like the tension because I'm half of a level left to go and I'm so hungry. And I want to just finish leveling. I don't want to go get a snack. Like, what do I have? I have yogurt. I don't want to stop for yogurt. I want to power through. You know, yogurt is for winners. Why are you skipping cutscenes? Because the last stream that I did where I played cutscenes in full, my video got copyright claimed by Blizzard, and I would prefer to avoid that in the future, so I am skipping cutscenes for that reason. It was odd, like they've never done that before, and they usually let you, they usually have no issue with people making content from their properties, but I'm just a little bit scared of doing cutscenes just for now. I'm sure I'll get over it. So I want to destroy supplies. I probably want to aim this better. Ah. Oh no. One shot. Oh man. Ugh. Realistic cannon firing. I just want unlimited cannon ammo. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. I remember this now. Quickest gold method is buying WoW tokens. True. True. Oh, that would have been, I fell off the bridge. A really tired Mornet joke, but that would have been a really funny joke. Not funny, tired Mornet. I would have thought it would be funny if in my leveling tips video I'd been like, you know how to level really quickly? Buy boost. It's real fast. Do you have Snapchat? I do. I never use it. The only reason I still have Snapchat is because I have one friend that I chat with that just refuses to move to a different platform. So I have it basically just to talk to that one friend, and that's it. I don't like the interface of it. I use Instagram, though. I use Instagram stories. Like, I like to put little videos of my fish and my cat and my dog up on my Instagram story. Because, I don't know, sometimes you're looking at an animal and it's doing something real cute, and you're like, I gotta share this with somebody, but I don't want to put it on YouTube. And sometimes I'll put it on Twitter, but the Twitter video player makes me want to claw my own eyes out. So Instagram stories is usually the best place to put that, where I don't have to worry about it being, like, super engaging, because it's only for, like, a day or so. It would be cool if YouTube one day added, like, ephemeral video like that, where you could, like, they have the community tab, but if they could add a thing where you could post from your phone to the community tab, like, really short videos like that only lasted for 24 hours or whatever, I would really like that. I could see YouTube doing that. That seems like something they could do. Does the US not have food waste collection? It might in some places. It certainly doesn't where I live. Bread is awful for birds, no nutritional value, horrible for their stomachs. Birds should never be fed bread. Bird PSA. I like that your name is Bird. I appreciate the advice from Bird. Your compost bin will just be full of burnt toast. I don't burn toast that often. If I did, I would be setting off the fire alarm constantly, because we have a really touchy fire alarm here. I have aggroed too many things. I am popping my vampiric embrace, and I am focusing down 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I do find that with my Void Eruption being an AoE cast now, I pull things with it that I don't intend to pull, and I need to learn to be more careful with that. How did I make you mad? Oh, that's right, I accidentally put my pet out on a barrel over there, and it must have got mad at him. I can't point to specific games, but it seems a little different than their normal music direction. I feel like they've done a lot of different stuff in BFA, and one thing, weird thing, but one thing that really jumped out at me, the hippo model, you know the hippo models they have in BFA now. You've got them like out in Zandalar, I think, and they are maybe Nazmir. I don't know. Zandalar, Nazmir. You've got these hippos around, and they are tameable as hunter pets. They're just like big old hippos. They're kind of like river beasts, but very different. Those look like actual hippos. Those look like hippos from another video game. It looks like you took any other AAA video game that has a hippo in it, and just took their hippo and put it in WoW. Like, it doesn't look very Warcraft to me. It looks cool. It looks like a really cool hippo. I like it, but it doesn't look. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the river beast. Do I have another? Oh, I do have more ammo. Huh. I thought I had to pick this up one at a time. I didn't realize I could just go grab them and then fire them all at once. Oops. But yeah, maybe it's just because I'm used to the river beast from Warlords, but it doesn't look like a WoW thing to me. You can have yogurt. Sprinkles are for winners, though. That's from something, right? Like, I feel like I've seen that meme. I've seen the sprinkles are for winners meme somewhere. I got the Environ Cycle to compost in my apartment patio. Expensive, but I really enjoy it. Interesting. What does that do? Is it like a little compact unit that doesn't let it smell or something? Am I supposed to pay attention to this? What am I doing? I just clicked on a thing and I don't know what's going on. Is the Alliance side nice to quest? I'm not a fan of the Horde area. I'm enjoying it. I think there's cool stuff going on. I like the music. Any chance you could wish my partner who plays Horde a late happy birthday? Of course! Happy birthday to me's partner. I hope that you guys have an awesome day. And I wish you the best year of your life. Not of your whole life. I wish it to be a better year than last year. You know? You don't want to peak too early. What's going on here? Oh, am I supposed to be pulling stuff out? Was that it? Yeah, that was it. That was what's going on. I remember now. I dislike the Facebook video. Volume always resets on me. I don't have any experience with Facebook video because I am allergic to Facebook. If you follow my Facebook page, you will know that I never touch it. Every now and then I'm like, huh, I should probably put like this video on Facebook, and then I do, and then I forget about it again. Like, I don't use Facebook personally, so it doesn't occur to me to go on there. And I don't really like the company much. I don't have they're not doing anything that's like particularly worse than anything else as far as I know, but I just get a bad feeling. Did Nuttybot die? It's certainly not working now, is it? Look at that. I'm probably not going to go try and resuscitate it at this point in the stream just because we're already like 5:15. Although I don't know how long do you guys think it's going to take me to get this next half of the level? I guess it depends on when this crab decides to drop the thing. Or when we get a crab, that's just a bunch of fish. I like the concept that my gnome can even pull these things out. Like, I have no, oh, there it is. Oh, the crab wasn't going to drop it. I was going to actually get it out of a box. I see, okay. So we need to pick up more stuff and kill more dudes. So, more to do. You're like halfway there, you can do it. That's from the Progressive commercial, the sprinkles thing. Oh, I knew I'd seen that somewhere. Just hit 120. Congrats, Seawag. Seawagger, or Quag. One of the two. Congrats on your new 120. I leveled Holy with Halo, pulled a lot that way. I kept specking into Halo for raid testing, and I had to stop it because I was pulling ads. Like, especially on the Zul raid test, there's a lot of trash on the Zul platform in Uldir, and I had to just stop. I couldn't respec because I was already in the raid, but I had to just stop casting Halo. I just never cast it for the entire fight, even after all the ads were dead, because I was just terrified of messing something up. Hello, love the videos you post, so thought I would come check you out. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Clifford. If you're still here, I might be a little behind, but if you're still here, thank you very much for the kind words. It's very sweet of you. I did know that Russell Brower left. Maybe that explains it. Having new people definitely explains some of the changes. I don't think any of the changes that they're making here are necessarily bad. It's just different. And I feel like the next expansion after this is probably going to have even more change, because with every expansion, usually they add more people to the team, and some people move on from the team too, and you're going to end up with a slightly different expansion, or a slightly different quality and sort of like flavor, you know? A little different flavor to the work depending on the people that were pouring their souls into it. His name is Morgrim. Well, happy birthday, Morgrim. Did the dog fall asleep? Yes. Aww. I can't reposition that without actually getting up, and if I did, he would probably wake up, so we're just gonna leave it like that. I think that's the perfect place to have that. I need to focus. I'm in a vicious circle of getting hungrier and therefore slower at questing because I'm hungry. Oh, I need to kill this guy. That's good. Oh no. Nope. Me and this mage are gonna have a rough time. Okay. So, one thing at a time. This is gonna let us help with the boss. I'm going to start dotting these guys up as they get back. Oh, good. They were like, somebody else picked them up down there. Oh, that probably means that we don't have to dot. Okay, so that got me the Dockmaster's key. Have you guys noticed that linen, like, never drops? Like, the new cloth does not seem to drop all that often. Okay, so there's records. Papers, please. I never did play that game. I tried playing Cook Serve Delicious. That lasted about a day before I was like, wow, my real life stresses me out enough. I don't need this. Grats and Invincible, Hazel. Lucky. Thanks, Pickles. I feel like I had about, like with 136 attempts, I feel like that's the average amount of luck. You know, that's probably like smack dab in the middle of the Invincible dropping curve. Part of me hopes that I get luckier with Ashes, but part of me also doesn't because I don't have that many plans for what I'm going to do after Ashes, like maybe the Throne of the Four Winds mount. But that one's not that exciting. Like, it's going to drop and I'm going to be like, hey, I'm never going to ride this. It's a compost tumbler. It's smaller and self-contained. It holds smell if the pile gets out of balance. Interesting. I was kind of looking into something like that for one day. I like to shop for things that I'm not going to need for at least another 5 years. I was kind of looking into something like that for one day, like a bigger version of it. Because growing up for compost, we always just had a big compost pile. You know, it was kind of contained by like pallet. Like we had sort of pallet boards that sort of like contained it in an area, but it was basically just a pile. You would turn it over with a big pitchfork, and then you would just like use that compost for your garden. But it, you know, we had the space where your compost pile wasn't really near anything else. And in my future, I'm probably not going to have that much outdoor room that I can just have a compost pile like that. I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. I say this and this and this, even though you don't know what I'm saying or what I'm doing. That's okay. We're going to try and survive. That's the important thing. Alliance are missing out on Boam Samedi. True. I'm going to level Horde at some point. You know, when I get my EU account going, I'm going to be leveling on that side, so I'll try to do that. Like, take it a little bit easy on that and go a little bit more slowly so that I can get more of the Horde story, because I feel like I am really probably missing out. Okay, that one, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for one Azurite powder horn. One Azurite powder horn. That should be lootable, right? Like I should be able to loot it from somewhere. I already had one. Also, I'm seeing like a chest. Is there a chest over here? Oh no, not what I wanted. I've killed enough of these guys. I don't need any more of them. There are linen spots, I believe. Linen spots. Oh, like places that are easier to farm them, or places where they drop more often, or like, what's up with that? Why is the auction house slow? I know that scans are taking a long time because there's so much stuff on the auction house. Like, typically towards the end of Legion, you know, you would scan through like 3 pages of herbs before it would figure out what the price was. Whereas now, because there's so many people leveling and collecting this stuff and posting it, there's like 8 pages of herbs, and it takes approximately 2.5 times as long. This isn't going to find me my powder horn, but I think there's a chest up here. No. Where is it? Is it over here? No. I mean, it's a chest. It's not the one I need, though. Wow, this is going to drive me bonkers. This is exactly what I told people to not do when I made my video. I'm terrible at following my own advice. Okay, I just need to move on. Hola, Hazel. Hello. There's a gray item you can buy in the shops below the pyramid called Vol'jin's Invincibility Totem. Oh, no, and it's great because it doesn't work. Oh. My friend pointed me to your awesome videos recently. Glad to catch you live. I feel like you're my spirit animal. I too have a small dog, collect tea, a betta, and a 38-gallon tropical community tank. Oh man, I bet your community tank is just gold. I'm jealous. My community tank's only a 20-gallon long. It's like my first one, so I'm trying to take it easy on it. But I am so in love with it, and I already want to just like upgrade it to like a 40 breeder so that I can double the Corys, add a school at Cherry Barbs, and maybe like another ram. Although I don't even have my first ram yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. But I appreciate that. Thanks. I hope that you enjoyed the videos. Nalix mount is on my black market auction house. I have the winning vid I'm getting to that point where I'm getting a little flustered. You have the winning bid, send you good vibes. All of the good vibes. I really hope that you get it. Got the Brontosaurus yet? No, I gotta make 5 million gold first, man. I spent all my gold at the end of Legion. I'm starting from scratch. It is going to take me like a year or more. It is going to take me an excessive amount of time. Especially because I don't have as much time to play WoW. I shouldn't say that. I'm not making as much time to play WoW as I want to. I can't ever say that I'm like too busy for something because I set my own schedule. So if I'm not having time for something, it's because I've chosen to not dedicate my time there. But definitely not going all ham on the WoW. Otherwise, I would be 120 already. I wanted the. All right, we're almost halfway. I just need like I'm gonna turn in a whole bunch of quests once I can find an Azurite powder horn. Where are they? Like, I know you loot them from places. Is that it? It's, like, tiny. No. It's gonna glow. It's gonna be a little glowing thing. This is Azurite. Why can't it be the thing I need? Those are cannonballs. Azurite. Am I blind? I must be. Is it on the boat? No, it's not on the boat. Like, the marker's over here. Help! Just got back. Welcome back, Jill. We've got... Honestly, we're only like, we've only leveled about, We've made it like one level, and I have a half level left to go, which would insinuate that I'm gonna be here until forever. But I have a bunch of quests to turn in if I can just find one Azurite powder horn, and I just don't know where it is. These pirates, I keep killing them, they won't give it up. I'm running the wrong way again. It's gotta be, is it upstairs? Let's go back upstairs. There's an experience gem. Go back, what did I miss? I've been looking for this last quest item for what feels like forever. Y'all stand loot in here? Of course. I like, oh, what's her name? Kimlet. I like Kimlet. And Nerrites, of course. I have 2 zebra and 1 horn Nerrite in my 20 long, and then I have an olive Nerrite in my beta tank that the guy that sold it to me okay, he dropped it, yes! The guy that sold it to me was like, you don't want these Nerrite snails, they're ugly. Let me sell you this fancy rabbit snail. I'm like, I don't need a rabbit snail, I need a Nerrite snail. And he's like, well, they look like turds. And I'm like, well, you're a terrible salesperson. 1 turd snail, please. Oh, I feel like I'm losing it. Okay, that's 2 quests. We got more, though. We got more. We got more to turn in down here and more to turn in down there. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good stuff. I'm gonna be farther along than I thought I was. Yeah, drops from mobs. I should have, if I had read the quest, I probably would have known that. They weren't showing it, like, in their mouse overs. Normally, if an item drops from a mob, you'll see it when you mouse over it, and I wasn't seeing that pop up. So either I missed it or it wasn't there. One of those 2 things. Finally got my Spirit of Echo mount. Nice, nice. Also, good reminder for PSA. If you do not have the Spirit of Echo mount and you are watching, now is a great time to get it, and you do so with Legion Archaeology. So you go to the Dalaran, Legion Dalaran, pick up the quest from the Archaeology shop, and then you just go do a bunch of Archaeology in High Mountain, and you will get the mount. And it only happens twice a year, so if you want the Spirit of Echo mount, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. If you want this mount, oh, too far. Then now is, and you don't already have it, then now is the time to get it. Back, Legion Archaeology. I know that you want to be playing BFA stuff right now, but it's going to be like 6 months before it comes back, so I would do it if you don't have it. Okay. So, cutlasses, good. It's going to give me a one-hander. I want to switch back to a one-hand, two-hand. Or like a one-hand, offhand for some reason. I don't know why. You'd think that after a whole expansion worth of using a dagger, I would be sick of it. But my staff is, like, I had a Warforged staff. Okay. So I'm going to deliver some 100-year bourbon. We're going to talk to this gentleman. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? I brought a hat. You like my hat? Oh, it's a very handsome hat. I wish my hair didn't disappear, but it's a very handsome hat. And then we are going to enter the dread... Oh, man. We're going in. Disrupting some Irontide Raiders. Alright, so now we're getting close to the freehold stuff. If we can get to the point of the freehold dungeon and then get through a freehold dungeon... Oh, maybe I'll do a group find a group, and then you guys can come... Like, any of you that are, like, 120 that feel like you are ballin', I'll just take, like, the highest item levels 120s that apply, and then we can, you know, slam our way through that dungeon. You know, use... taking shameless advantage of what I like to call streamer privilege. Have you found the gnome from before the storm yet? No. I've been keeping an eye out. I haven't seen her. I'm a little worried. She gonna pop up. They won't just leave me like that, right? Right? How do I get up there? I want to get the flight point. I don't think this is right. I think I've done something terribly wrong. Hey, you! Help! I'm a little, if I sound like I'm crankier than normal, I promise I'm just hangry. What's been your favorite parts of the expansion so far? I like, and part of this is going to kind of like tread over the same ground that I did in my vlogs. I actually did like a segment that was like my top 5 favorite things so far. Literally, it's in there, but lots of enchanting mats from enchanting. So I DE something, I get like a lot of dust, which is fun. I'm enjoying leveling professions. I enjoy herbalism. I'm enjoying my enchanting bracers being like look at my 4-minute cooldown, my Hearthstone. Look at that 4-minute cooldown. Enjoying the heck out of that. Oh, this lady. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just really admiring what a good time you were having. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, 4-minute enchanting bracers. What else? Quest, the voice acting, the dungeons, the environments, the fish, selling fish, having people buy fish off me for 60 gold a fish. That's great. Okay. We're talking to Rodrigo in Freehold, ordering a drink from Benric. Ale, milk and a skull mug, obviously. That's gotta have like 80% of the selections. Like, I bet they have data somewhere. I was about to say backstage. Backstage at Blizzard, they have data somewhere about how many people are ordering which thing. And I bet you anything, milk in a skull mug. Gotta be up there. That's very mean to tell a snail, right? I adopted Turd Snail. I took Turd Snail home. Unfortunately for him, that is still his name. He's never really gonna shake that one, but he is treasured and respected and has an important job here in my beta tank. Okay, so that's done. I want to put my costume back on. And there's a quest to get up there. Okay, there's a little stairway over here. Try not to fall off the roof. And send a letter. Also get the flight point. Also feed some parrots. Sure, I can do all of that. And what else? I'm so excited for a parrot mount. That's gonna be like, I feel like that's one of the mounts that I'm most excited for. Like the bee is gonna be neat if they ever add the bee. It was data mined as a mount, but I don't believe we have an in-game version of it yet. Okay, so I don't know how to get into that. I'm trying to get... There's a quest to turn in. It's in the mountain. It must be in a building that's upstairs. The pirate quests were the best part of the zone. I missed like 2.5 hours of the stream. Normally the stream's only 2 hours long. Today we're doing an extra special, slightly extended version because here we go, would love to finish leveling on stream. We got half a level left to go. And you know what? In the interest of not yelling at you guys, I'm going to grab a snack because I am dying. I will be right back. Okay, I got a rice pudding. I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. It's like the easiest possible thing on my tummy, so I'm not gonna get sick like last time, hopefully. And it's got carbs in it, and it's delicious, and it's also something that I could just grab out of my fridge, so this is happening. I don't think we need the back cam anymore. Yeah, probably true. Do you think that Azeroth is a titan of chaos, and will we see her in the final raid? If we kill Azeroth, where are we gonna live? Do you think there's like a Titan insertion surgery where we like do a Titan transplant, we put a different Titan in Azeroth? I don't know if that's how that works. I'm so hungry. Okay. I'm gonna try and eat that along the way. I might talk a little less because I'm gonna try not to talk with too much food in my mouth. I need to feed parrots. Let's figure out what I'm doing. I'm picking up another quest. Picking up another quest. What do you want me to do over here? That looks like it's gonna be a wanted quest. Oh, that's the recruiting poster. Over here. Looks like it's gonna be a wanted quest. Fine. So, I'm just gonna start doing some stuff. How do you get 4 minutes? With my enchanting the upgrade, I get down to 9. So for me, the 4-minute thing seems very finicky. Depends on where I am, and I think that's just buggy. I think that it should be 4 minutes when you combine the enchanting cooldown with... When you combine the enchanting cooldown reduction with the what do you call it? Research one? Like the War Campaign research one? It should get you down to 4, but it only when you're in Kultureth and Zandalar. And I think a lot of areas that are part of Kultureth and Zandalar aren't triggering as that, like huge parts of the zones. So, I think it's just buggy. Like, it's 4 minutes for me, ideally, but not always. And I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's something that I just don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something. So, in here, something going on in here. Oh boy, this is too many people. I'm just gonna scare them all away. I'm going to ask Ned the thing. He's so deaf. We're leaving. And, oh no. Oh no. I think I'm doomed. I think this is doom. I think we're doomed. I already said that. I haven't any, oh, thank goodness. I appreciate you, friendly bear tank from the sky. You are truly a grand savior. I shall bless you with my protection, my fortitude buff. I shall slash TY. Thank you so much. I was about to slow me down. Oh, I got orders. Okay. Tear down more posters, feed some parrots, get some more orders. and ask some people about treasure. Alright, I see posters. I see a parrot. Hello? No, come back! I have snacks! Parrot! There we go. Oh no. I need to put my costume back on. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. And this one. I'm gonna heal myself back up a little bit. Oh no. Alright, now I'm actually gonna die. I don't have my vampiric embrace up. I'm toast. There's no way. I mean, I can disperse and nope. Alright, well, at least now I can put my costume back on. So we're gonna res, we're gonna get the costume back on, and that should let us run around. Because I think I was not supposed to be hostile to those things. Hundreds can get bee pets. Yeah, but I want to mount. I want to ride around on them. I'll be so angry if the bee... They're not making the bee alliance only. They know what they're doing. Just got in. What level are you now? 119. 119 and a half. We're in the home stretch. And I'm putting on my hat. There we go. Hat's on. Good. We're in the home stretch, and I think alpaca mounts will be beautiful. And probably happen eventually. Like, they don't just make gorgeous models like that lend themselves easily to mounting and not plan to eventually make them mount. Like, you know, they might pull a move where they're like, oh wow, it's on the gas shop, give me 20 bucks if you want to ride an alpaca, but like, it'll probably be a mount eventually. Probably. Like, you know, you got the model. People want it. People will do stuff to get it. Amazing pants. Are you 120 yet? No! Not! And you know, this is my first character. It's not even an alt. This is just my life, okay? This is just my life, and I'm almost done, and, I'm still so hungry. Uh-oh! You know, I started off the stream feeling like such a competent and together lady. I was feeling so good and, you know, energized, and I was feeling articulate and sophisticated and just having a lovely chat, and I feel like I'm just falling apart now. I want this level. It's happening. I am done with people telling me that I'm slow. I know I'm slow. It's not news. You think I don't know? I know. Eat your snacks. Sarah doesn't want to eat snacks. What else do we need? We need orders. Those are going to come from, I don't know, maybe once I clear out some more areas. I need to get up, and there's like a lot of stairs. There's like a lot of stairs in this place. Can I run up this? No, that's just getting stuck under a bridge. That's no good. We can't have that. Rip rice pudding. The rice pudding's fine. It was the tea. I spilled the tea. He's got another sea ray? Nice. Hopefully that means that, like, either you're just incredibly lucky, or maybe, hopefully, they're not that rare, because, I think it would be neat to be able to get something for, like, a medium amount of fishing. You know, I'm okay with there being rare stuff, but I still don't have the pond nettle, and at this rate, I won't ever. I don't know when in my life I'm ever going to be like, wow, you know what it's time for? Sit down and fish up pond nettle. Get your dog cleaning service. First time to catch one of your streams, started watching about a month ago. Welcome to the stream. I just want to, put out there that I am, normally, well, it's a couple things. Normally I'm done by now. Normally we go 3 to 5, but I'm pushing it a little later, and it's just to finish leveling because I really want to get to 120 on stream. And I'm having a very, very minor, I don't want to say breakdown. I'm getting a little desperate. Which room, which inside has the thing? I just want to, like, I want an NPC, oh, here we go. I want an NPC that I can just, like, grab by their lapels and, like, shake and be like, give me your experience. I'm still 114, you're fast for me. It's okay. Hazel took me 4 days to level to 120. It's okay. We're all good. Popping this. Popping this. Getting that done. Why are they so mad? Why do I keep losing my hat buff? That's what I want to know. Like, I need to make sure that I get the hat buff back on before I venture out there, otherwise I'm going to have some problems. Get the sippy cup. I don't know if you can put tea in the sippy cup. That might be the next evolution, but the sippy cups are made of plastic. They probably don't play well with hot drinks. Okay, sitting up straight. We need to get up more, so stairs are good. And there's like a dude to talk to in here. So he wanted the bourbon delivered. I have my hat on, that's good. He wants me to kill a lady? Sure, yeah, I'll do murder. That's fine. As long as you give me experience. So we're just gonna jump all the way down here. And there's Trixie Tornsail. I'll deal with her. Hopefully this doesn't pull everything ever, because I will be very displeased if that happens. At some point I should stop and re-eat, because I still have half a level left to go. And my character needs some ravenberry tart, and I need some more rice pudding. I've had 2 full days off since BFA's launch with no other responsibilities, and somehow I'm only 115. I bet you're following your heart, though. You're probably, you know, you're probably doing the things that make you happy in game, and that's really the best way to do it. Look at how wiggly, you know, she's really doing what makes her happy. Look at how wiggly she is. Okay. Popping Mindbender. Void. Hazel's on. Hey, Kyla, how are you doing? The sea ray is very easy. I got 2 sea rays, just leveling fishing, and several abilities got them quickly. Okay, good sign. Good sign. I will try not to stress too much about that then. Hopefully it happens soon. That'll be kind of fun. You're enjoying the journey, that's what's really important. I fished up 29 midnight salmon so far, no mount. 29 midnight salmon, wow. I fished up 1 of them, and I was very excited, and I immediately, like mailed it and then logged off so I can go sell it. Alright, putting the hat back on. And we want to go... I'm trying to hit up, like, all the areas that have, like, specific things that I need to do. Like single area things. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that, you know, if there's other stuff that I can pick up on the way, that I kind of do it that way. Alright, so the chest is all the way down there. I'm going to have to climb all the way back into this village. That's fine. That's fine. And... jump down. Play a little bit of chicken with a levitate. Alright. Give me the good stuff. There's nothing in here. That's a bummer. What's in here? There's a dog. No, that's not right. There's a seahorse. That's a starfish. Missing treasure found. Don't tell me it's in the dog poop again. How many times have they done that quest? Okay. There we go. A little stinky. Rinse off just fine. So now we just need 2 more orders, 1 more parrot fed, and then we'll be good. Okay, so as soon as I can, I should put the hat back on. Oh, I have the hat on. That's good. There are hot varieties that keep tea warm for a good while, too. As long as they are very easy to clean. Like, they have to be dishwasher friendly. Because I will stop using a thing as soon as it takes me longer than no time. Like, as soon as it takes me any significant amount of time to maintain it, then I'm not doing it unless I'm really excited about it. Okay, so that's the cause fed. So we just need to get the orders. So build water and cut last orders, presumably drop from the people. I said I was going to re-eat. Let's get some ravenberry tart in her. Finally got Inky. Grats! Fished up 5 mounts. 116, you've been on vacation. You're not in a rush. It's going to be another 2 years, so why not savor it? Totally makes sense. Totally feel that. Totally feel that. Who do I want to kill to get these orders? Who has to die for me to be able to start turning in this next round of quests? Oh, chest. That'll give me a little bit of experience. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. They were giving me experience for a little bit, but then they stopped. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, it's just a big area. So, presumably... Okay, that guy. That one guy. Cut water people. And then I need to find bilge rat people. I just don't know where they are. Hazel went from being really happy and peaceful to instant murderer in a split second. You're not you when you're hungry. Or when you're almost 120, but mostly when you're hungry. I am in a fair amount of pain. I really love rice pudding. It's so good. It's so nice. It's probably really sugary. I can probably make it with less sugar, but it's so good. Oh, the mount is BOE? Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. My current goal? I want another half a level. I want another half a level, and then I want to eat dinner. That's all I want for my life right now. And then I want to wash my face off stream. Not on stream, that'd be weird. Wash my face and take off my makeup and have a bubble bath. That is my entire goal of existence right now. But first, we got to get a half a level more, and for that, I need Cutwater Corsair orders, and I need Bilgewater orders. So I found the Cutwater people. You know, that's step number 1. So that's something. How are you doing? First time to see you stream. I've always enjoyed your videos a lot. Find them super helpful. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope you're having a good day. I am going to have a great day because I am about to finish leveling, and there we go. We got the orders. We need Bilgerat orders. Bilgerat, where are they? Where are you at? Where? No, that's a dog. Those are great sea people. Bristleback worker? Alright. Sure. Why not? So all 3 of these guys, pop a cooldown, and then Void Eruption, and then I'm also going to Mindbender too, that should help. Oh no, I hit another one. I hit an extra one. I probably want to not target the Gladiator first. So, you see, like if you have dots running on all 3 things and you're in Void form, if you can get those criteria met, and you have Vampiric Embrace up, obviously Vampiric Embrace only lasts for like, what, 12 seconds? 15 seconds? But, if you can meet all those criteria, there we go, Bilgerat orders. Yes! Okay. So, look at all those quests we have to turn in. Also, somehow, I still need to make it over to the Freehold entrance and turn in that other 4. I'm assuming they're going to send me back at some point, because I feel like we've got a good amount of stuff banked up. So, we want to head upstairs. There's just so many levels to this place, and if I was feeling more patient, I would be all about it. But right now, I'm just not having it. Lol, your main 4 days after release, lol. Yeah, you know. Oh, okay, yeah. Falber Martin. I remember this one. I did this one on beta, and I was like, oh, pet charms, because I don't actually have any Polish pet charms yet, so we're gonna get some parrots. Here, thanks for the super chat. You're almost at 120. I myself barely hit 118 today. That means so much to me. Like, that makes me feel so much better. Because I respect you a lot. And, I feel that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate your $4.20. Thanks. What did you think that you would grow out of but haven't? I have not grown out of enjoying sleeping with stuffed animals. It's a different one. Like, it's not the same one. I still have, like, my childhood favorite stuffed animal, but I don't sleep with it anymore because, I want to keep it in reasonable condition because I would like to keep that for my whole life. I don't know why, but I would like to hang on to that one. But, I don't have, like, a super huge sentimental attachment to the ones that I sleep with now. I like a little sea lion. It's kind of cool. But it's not like anybody got it for me. I bought it for myself when I was at the aquarium because I was like, wow, that's cute. And it's just like a really good shape for like tucking under my arm. But I kind of figured that one day, you know, by the time I was like a married adult, that maybe I would not sleep with a stuffed animal in my bed with me. But no. Sea lion comes to bed. And then my actual cat also comes to bed. It's just a great time. Zildazar has made me want to get a Zandalari Troll Druid. I'm kind of excited about my concept of a Zandalari Troll Hunter on Horde EU. I think that's gonna be kind of fun because I need an EU character, and I don't really want to, like, I have a Horde Shadow Priest right now in EU, and she's undead and she's cool, but she's I specifically would prefer to. Are these tag ones not giving me credit? Oh no, they are. I would prefer to play not a priest on EU just because I play with so much priest already. So once I can unlock Zandalari, with whatever that's gonna take, I would really like to. This is taking me so long. Why can't this pirate have, like, a wider range, you know? Just, like, wiggle a little more, you know? Gyrate, pivot, spray farther. I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. Rice pudding with cream? This is just rice pudding out of like a pre-packaged container. But I'm assuming it's made with some kind of cream. It's like desserty. It's a sweet one. I didn't make it though. Are you hitting them with poop? Yes, you are. Yep. I'm doing great. Questing my main priest. Currently 1:15, kind of slow, but I've had work a lot. I got all night, don't have to be back at work till 3 p.m. tomorrow, so I'm staying up. Dustin, you're gonna have a great time. That is the best feeling. I did that on, what was it, Tuesday night? I think I did that Tuesday night. Like, I finished my work, and I was like, you know what? Heck it, I'm staying up, and I stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning leveling. You can't tell because I'm not done yet, but I did do a lot of leveling on one night. Okay, so I need to turn in, get downstairs maybe? It's gonna take me forever to figure out where all of these quest givers are in all of these different levels of this building. Is this one? Let me in! Let me in! Alright, there we go. There we go. I don't know why he's afraid now. I've not been paying attention. I finally get to replace my Mangasa's Madness! I have been waiting, like, obviously the effect disabled, but I haven't been able to replace it just because of the item level in, like, a long time. Okay. You know what I can't replace, though? My Norgnon's trinket, like my Argus trinket, it's just, it's still item level 280, like it's hard to get rid of. So I'm honored with the Primary Admiralty, that's kind of neat. I want to head up. All the way up this thing, so I want to head up here, and then over here, and then I need to get up on that boat, so I want to go up these stairs, and then those stairs, and then those stairs. I'm kind of grumpy about it. Sky, good. And then we're gonna open the box, and that's fine. And that one's taking us back to gonna get more experience back in Borla. So I don't even care that he betrayed me. That's fine. Bring a booty. I want to go. Did I get that flight point actually? Can I fly over there and turn those in and see how close I am? I feel like it's gonna. What's gonna happen is it's gonna give me the. I should do the ring of booty quest. It's gonna give me the actual Freehold dungeon quest. And I'm going to be like so close that I don't feel like I need it anymore. Because you get 100k for finishing the dungeon, and then I'm going to get a certain amount for the quest. But if I get close enough with like all of these other quests I have to turn in, you can get to 120. Do it for the gnomes. That is the purest reason to do anything. Oh no, oh no, oh no! I'm not wearing my hat. I'm going to die. I'm just going to die here. I'm just going to die here. Oh no, I'm out of rice pudding. This wasn't supposed to be like a meal or anything, it was just supposed to save off my hunger. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have like a meal replacement shake in my fridge. Oh well. I'm not gonna eat it now, it's too late. Oh, it'll res me. Interesting. Okay. I need to do laundry later so I can clean up my tea towel. Normally I don't clean up tea with this unless it's I don't like to clean up milked tea with this, anyways. Oh, I don't have a hat anymore. You took away my hat! Okay, I'm just gonna have to be really careful. So, they pull together. This one. Is this quest hard? Should I have like a... Oh, flailing punch. Get out of the way of that. Should I have friends? Should I like be getting in a group for it? Should be fine. If we do get to a point where we need to do the dungeon, I think it'll be pretty fast if we get in a group for it. Hey, we got Flint. Because I feel like dungeons go pretty quickly. Like the normal ones go quickly if you bring 120s that have a little bit of gear. Hazel on to you. Good luck, Hazel. Stepping out for a bit. See you later, butterfly muse. Say hi to your fish. I'm married. I still sleep with a stuffed animal because it's comfortable. It is. Why are there so many dudes here? Can you guys just like, one at a time, please? Okay. Oh boy. There we go. That's a heal. It's not enough of a heal. Oh no! I'm frustrated. Okay. I can res. I'm not gonna worry about that one then. I can't survive this game. I guess I can try and find a group for it. Is anybody doing that? Questing, find group. What's it called? Fairwind's Friends. Nobody's in a group for it. I could try and make one. Maybe somebody else needs to do this quest. Oh boy. I'm going to re-up my tart. Will you play the human cult harass race? Maybe. Maybe as an alt. I'm probably not going to switch to it. Can't imagine playing Shadow over Dis. Dis is like my thing. Drustvar and the Thorin speakers made me excited for the Cultura Endurance. The World Quest version of this quest is bugged for me, and it rewards a haste trinket. Oh no. Oh, that's disappointing. I have my old worn out teddy bear, and he sleeps sometimes. I should ding 120 yet? Almost. So my level is underneath here. Right underneath my name in the thing. I guess I can clear some room at least. Level Shadow or Dis. I've been leveling as Shadow. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. There may be a faster way. I don't know. But I've been doing it this way. It seems to work fine. I'm having a little bit of trouble just because this is a slightly populated questing area, and because like 119 is the worst part of it. Like your stuff scale is absolutely the worst here. It's really, it starts out very easy and then it gets progressively harder as you level up, which is a little bit odd. I love the Ring of Booty. I wish the Ring of Booty didn't get me so hard. Am I still in it? Like, is it not? He's still rolling stuff. What's up with that? Oh no. If you guys could not. Interesting. So that's a mechanic from the end of the dungeon. Okay. I don't know if I'm still progressing on the thing that I did earlier. Oh. And take out the side ones and then the middle ones, and then he will summon more. How do I stop them from all aggroing me at once when I'm in here, though? Like, as soon as he makes more, he's going, like, they're all going to hit me, and then I'm going to go, ah, then I'm going to die. Excited for Cultura and Shamans. Tide Sages are cool. Oh, are Cultura getting Shamans? Did I miss that? Have I forgotten? I remember we saw a bunch of models for, I'm afraid that this person can't help me. Oh, they're on their way. Okay. If you're, hopefully it doesn't take too long. So, empty dice. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna rebuff myself. I'm gonna move away from that. Like, 3 things at a time is just too many for me to deal with. Let's, do that, and then we're gonna dot them all up. And then I'm going to, I actually think I popped that a little too early. 1, 2, maybe I need to be doing more mechanics. Maybe I'm complaining about it being too hard, and I just need to play better. Hey, I did it! Oh. Got it. So, we're good. We can go turn that in. Hopefully that gives me a lot, because that was hard. 17K. Oh, you get Azurite gear for that. That's nice. I need the mantle. I'm still using the 4th, 7th Legion thing. Did you do any profession stuff yet? Yeah. I've been doing a fair bit of it. I have been leveling my enchanting, I've been leveling my cooking, and I've been getting my herbalism skill rank ups, which I've been really enjoying doing. Selling herbs has been kind of fun. So, if you could just leave me be. Leveling is holy. It's exciting. Has it been going fairly quickly? Because that's kind of neat. Shadow is faster than Dis, but you never die as Dis. I only really started to run into problems with dying at kind of like 117, kind of after my legendary is disabled. Which makes sense. And it's usually only if I've aggroed 3 things or more. Okay, so I want the mantle because that's an upgrade. It should give me access to the other one. Oh, you get the achievement. That's nice. And then we're going to ride with her to Vigil Hill. Is that what this is? I want to ride with her to the place where all my other quests are, but I guess I'll ride with her because otherwise I'll forget that I have to come back here and do that. I don't know if they will be shamans, but if they aren't, I'm gonna riot. All the best wishes as always, Hazel. Thanks, Matron. I hope you've been doing well. My friend and I were leveling together and we're separated for that? Oh, bummer. If you need help, I have a 320 Holy Priest that can come help you. I always switch to Dis when killing group quests solo for the survivability. That's probably a good idea. I think I'm just refusing on principle. I think I'm just being stubborn on that point. Oh, I forgot. I have nuts over here. I have cashews. That'll help. Pawn places the green arrow on armor in my bags if they're upgrades. Pawn does that. Oh no! Lady, as soon as I get to a flight master, I'm just going to ditch you and go turn in my 4 other quests. Thanks, Luke. Okay, so we gotta spec this thing. I just want shatter damage. I don't know which one's more, so I'm taking this one because it sounds fun. Stabbing them in the back. Oh, never mind. I don't want to have to think about which way they're facing. That's not me. That's not my life. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind the heal after something dies. I don't think the avoidance and armor is going to really help me much. It doesn't seem like that much avoidance and armor. Okay. So we'll turn into this, and then we're going to get to the Flight Master, and then we're basically just going to let fly out here. This isn't where I want to be. I want to go turn in my other ones. I don't know how I managed to, like, forget to turn in all 4 of those. Like, I just ran off to go start more quests without finishing the ones I was already doing. Let me just run over here. There should be a Flight Master up here. What character did you level first? This one! Smite, follow that with Smite, next Smite, then use Smite. I mean, you gotta rinse in a little Holy Fire, right? You get a Holy Fire, and then Smite, and then Smite. Oh, and then maybe it's procs another Holy Fire. You can stack them up to 2 if you're lucky. Thrilling stuff. Truly just thrilling stuff. Speaking of thrilling stuff, this leveling is just going super breakneck pace. Alright, so you're gonna fly me back. I'm going to turn in 4 quests, and I'm going to see how close I am. I'm not going to be there, but hopefully I'm close. I haven't, just not showing that. Depends on your stat weights, too. I have the stat weights still plugged in from Legion. I don't know if they're correct. They may be inaccurate. We'll see. Apparitions? Well, that's lucky. I want Volpera as a race, just me? Oh, I'm sure lots of people do. That's a pretty popular opinion. I don't think I would play them if they added them. They're a little bit too anthropomorphic for me. They're like a little too animal-like. I've never really played... I've never really gotten into playing like Tauren or Worgen or Panda characters. But I think it'd be cool if they added them. People weren't kidding when they said Azerite armor is boring. I think we're judging it based on like the leveling Azerite armor though. There's going to be... Hopefully. I'm having faith that there's going to be more interesting and exciting stuff in the Azerite traits when you get to like Raid Azerite gear. Like Myth Plus Azerite gear. Just higher level Azerite gear. Do you think the Blizzard are teasing us by displaying flight points in the map you can't access because you haven't discovered them yet? No. I think that's very useful for going out and discovering the flight points. I think that's incredibly, like, just a nice quality of life upgrade. Because then you know what you're looking for. And then you don't, like, accidentally use the, like, an inefficient flight point for the entire expansion and then realize, oh, hey, there was another one over here. I just never made it there. Okay. Oh, another one. And another one. So that's another piece of achievement progress. Alright, we got 4.5. Oh, man, that's still so much. Why doesn't it give me a quest for Freehold? Did it get a quest for Freehold? Is it like the one... Hang on. Dungeon. Chairguard Sound. It doesn't say I have any dungeon quests. I just did all the stuff. Are they going to send me into Freehold after that? I was hoping that it would give me dungeon quests. I need another... like 200k. Oh, I need another 200k. Would it be faster if we did just normal dungeons? Or should I just go back and keep questing? I think I was getting kind of like slowed up because I was getting stuck and I couldn't find stuff, so hopefully it'll go a little faster if I'm on it. We'll see. Pretty late. Is that a raptor plushie in the back? Yeah. I got the raptor and the Owluk. I just opened and unboxed my my collector's edition today, so that's up there now too. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it there. Like, I really like the sun is coming in here. I really like the emblem, but you know, when I have all my shelves for plushies and then I have just sun. When I have all of my shelves for plushies and I have just one shelf that's like for the book and the thing, I feel like I should find somewhere else to put it where it makes more sense. No, we don't know yet when we're going to be able to play Cold Trans. We don't know. What do you do for work, Hazel? I make YouTube videos. And I stream. I'm working right now. My brother has BFA. I'm jealous because I have to wait for a week or so. And I love Volpera. You're going to have so much fun when you get it, though. It's gonna be the best. You get Freehold when you finish the Freehold story quest. I did, didn't I? Didn't I, like, just get, like, here, Tier Guard Sound. I mean, I must have not. But I thought I did everything down there. So, BFA. Tierguard Sound storylines. Yeah, so I did the Freehold part. There's 2 things left in Tierguard Sound, and I don't think either of those are Freehold. Did I miss it somewhere? It's not on my map. Volpera too animal-like, while Gnome is too gremlin-like? How does it feel? I'm sorry, you're right. I just meant for me. It's for my personal preference, which is by no means a law or the truth. It's just what I feel. You're right. Flynn will ask you to do it. I wonder what I missed then. Further? Thought you'd get it before me, Hazel, guys. I had to cook dinner, but I managed it. You're back. You're back, and we are... Oh, look at that herb. That one looks like it's, like it lost its tree. And down here. Oh, no! Oh, darn it. So close. Save heal Flynn back when you were flown into order to get the quest for healed. Oh. So I, like, saved Flynn. I didn't heal him, though. I just kind of, like, walked away when I was done. Because I feel like if we can get the quest for that, that would be, like, a really fun end. Maybe I should go back and, like, poke around and try and pick it up. Because I've definitely done the other prerequisite quests. Like, we did all the stuff out there. We did. And I don't have any quests that say that they're for that. So, well, I'll finish this quest because I'm, like, right here. When Flynn wakes up. How come you don't stream on Twitch? I like being able to stream in a higher resolution than Twitch would allow me to. I also like that YouTube lets me have my stream VODs really easily on YouTube with live chat replay. That's something that I couldn't have if I streamed on Twitch. Like, you can have live chat replay in your VODs, but on Twitch, and I don't like the Twitch video player as much as I like the YouTube video player. So for me, as a YouTuber, it just kind of makes sense to keep all of my stuff in the one spot. If I wasn't a YouTuber and I wanted to stream, I would probably do it on Twitch. I have not gotten the Great Sea Ray yet, no. I love parrot mounts. I'm only 116. Hazel's from Canada, so clearly she's a lumberjack. I was a little bit of a tree hugger. I wasn't, like, against forestry, but I definitely, like, there's a lot of, like, the lumber industry is pretty big in Canada, and there's a lot of areas that you see just being, like, clear-cut. And there are initiatives now to, like, sustainably replant trees and whatnot, but you don't always see that when they're just, like, clear-cutting acres and acres of trees. So, lumberjacking doesn't really seem like my thing, because cutting down trees always felt very sad. Like, they were there before I was born. What right do I have to go hack that down to, like... I mean, obviously it's an important industry that supports a lot of jobs. There's good reasons why we use wood, but it just felt insensitive sometimes. Alright, they're just gonna keep coming. They're just gonna keep on coming up that hill. More pirates to kill in Vigil Hill. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll head back and see if I can find another quest, because I'd really prefer to finish this with the freehold thing. Are you good? She's good. Alright. Let's go get on the flight path and go poke around it. Oh, there's pirates to kill here at Vigil Hill. Oh, okay. Okay, well then I will stay here. I won't worry about it. Do you think that they'll add the Sand Lane as an allied race, or is the amount of elves we have now too many? I think we do have too many elves, and that there is a 50-50 chance that they eventually add another type of elves. I think the Sand Lane would be very cool. I would love to see a vampiric-inspired, race or class. Obviously we have some specs that have vampiric tendencies. Shadow Priest, Warlocks all have aspects of it, but I would like to see sort of like a fully dedicated Blood Mage style setup at some point. So we're getting there. 3.5 bars. We're so close. Are you close to getting the Auctionist mount? Nope. No, I have almost 100. I guess if you combine this gold with the gold that I have in my bank, I'll have like 100k. So that would put me at 2% of the way there. I am 2% of the way there. So that's something. So turning that, and then... Oh yeah, there are more Iron-Tide stuff out here. Interesting, okay. Oh, Flynn's over here! Oh, well it's a good thing I didn't go back, because there was really nothing to do over there. So hopefully we're close to that quest, although by the time I get there I might not need it anymore. Abermoss, good. Kill some raiders, recruit some farmers, nice and straightforward. I like this area a little better. It seems to be less stairs and less buildings that are like upstairs. The only thing worse than buildings is buildings that are upstairs. I say that as I can't find this. What am I trying to look for? Abermoss? It says that there's some on here. I have, like, because I have herbalism, I can see it on my map. I'm just going to move on from that clump. It's probably not worth it if I can't, like, immediately see it. It doesn't glow very much. I wonder if I should change my quest objectives to sparkle instead of glowing. I found that can help sometimes with things that don't get super glowy. Dalek, thanks for the super chat. See you later, Hazel. See you later, Hazel Tips, because you're awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not doing war mode, no. My daughters love the color of your hair, Hazel. What? I like it quite a bit. Fish open water seems easy to get the Great Sea Ray. I think they'll patch that soon. My guildie has 5 already fished in Zoldazar. I feel like they just have a pretty high drop rate of it. Maybe they'll patch it down, but I hope not because I don't have one yet. I wonder if there are people that are like fishing them up and then banking them in order to sell them if they in the theoretical event. Like obviously you can sell them, but if they do end up patching the drop rate down, then that's going to really tank the price. So maybe there are some people that are like, wow, maybe they will. Maybe I should stick some in my bank and make a whole bunch of gold theoretically later. And if so, then I applaud those people for their foresight because I don't plan that far ahead. If they add another elves, probably be high elves. I don't think that they're going to add high elves. You're right that they would be very easy, but because they already have blood elves and they now have the ability for blood elves to not have green eyes, they can't have blue eyes, but they don't have to have green eyes anymore. You can change your eye color to yellow with new face options in the barbershop as a blood elf. I don't think they would add high elves because they already essentially have them. Like, lore-wise, there is no physical difference between a blood elf and a high elf aside from the green eyes. So, I don't think they would do it. I do think that they might go for another elf at some point because elves are just a really easy crowd pleaser. Everybody loves them. But now I think the fact that you have two types of elf on each faction, I think that's a good amount of elf saturation. Did you have a lot to do, or why are you just now leveling? I have been leveling all week, but I have had, I've been choosing to spend a lot of time working on dungeon guides that I've been putting out. I've been putting out one a day over the last week, and I was pretty proud that I got all 3 out. So I have been doing that instead of leveling. I've been editing until like 8, 9, 9:30 at night. And then I try and go to bed by like 10 or 10:30, so I've only been like, last night I got to level for like 28 minutes. I had a lovely 28 minutes out in Stormheim. Just got the Green Fire quest chain done, I'm so happy. Congrats, Equinox! Had a high drop rate since the beta. The factions that you need to do world questing are the 3 main zone factions. So for Alliance, that's Proudmoore Admiralty, Storm's Wake, and the Order of Embers, and you need Friendly to access world quests. And then for Horde, it's going to be Talangee's Expedition, the Voldenai, and the Zoldazar Empire, the Zandalari Empire? Those are the 3 that you need as Horde. Okay, so, farmers. And you can only have 1 in your bank. Oh, interesting. I mean, they could theoretically stock them up in alts then, right? Or like, yeah, you could like send it to an alt and then put them on alt banks. Unless it's like account-wide, but that would be kind of interesting. It would be a bit unusual. Prices are already going way down though. I also be blood elves for the Alliance, but we have blood elves for the Alliance. They're called void elves. They're just purple. They wouldn't do the same thing twice, I think. I made patrons since Estonians can't use super chat. Does that give me emotes or not? Still happy to help. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to grant emotes to patron supporters. I would if I could, but I just don't have any way to do that, so unfortunately not. I'm sorry. Maybe we can get undead elves. Now that I would be on board with. Banshees? Sure. Why not? Go for it. We'll all be tiny Sylvanuses on one blessed day. Stream sound kind of low? Hopefully not. It shouldn't be that bad. It should be about what it normally is. It might be quiet. I have 10 Sea Rays. What did you say? Order of Embers, Proudmoore Admiralty, Storm's Wake. Just the basic questing factions for each of the 3 zones that you level in. Those are the 3 that you need for world quests. Okay, so we got some of those done. Come up here. And oh, we got a cannon? I like gear upgrades. Gear upgrades are always good. The sun is kind of like just peeking through the part that my curtains don't quite close. And it's getting right in my eyes. Normally I'm not. Normally I try to not play WoW at this time of day or like be at my desk because there's no way to keep the light out. I will say that I believe firmly that Venetian blinds, you know, like those like slatted, long, thin plastic strips, those blinds, I hate those. They suck. They're dumb. I hate them. I'm pretty anti-Venetian blind. I always prefer curtains or drapes because you can block more light or less light. You have so many more different visual options. They are so much easier to open and close. and they're easier to clean. You can take them down and just wash them with your laundry. I love curtains, and I wish all homes came with them, but no, we're on, like, every home that have ever happened since the 90s has Venetian blinds, even though they're stupid. Sorry, I'm getting a little angry. I'm so close to being done, and making, I don't know what I'm making for dinner yet, actually. I have some leftovers, but I don't know about those. Okay, hands off my booty. That's a good quest name. No, doesn't include the war campaign. You will want to have that done eventually, but you don't need the war campaign, I don't think, to unlock regular world quests. Maybe you need the war campaign to unlock the world quest in the other zones. You certainly need to do it to travel to the other zones, like the horde zones, or the opposite faction zones to do your quest. Okay, so I need both of these things, but I need the bracers more. I need the bracers more, so we'll put those on. So we're going to inspire some dudes. And 1.5 bars, guys. 1.5. Oh, helping Talia. Oh, no, she's gonna come with me. Okay, so heading down the hill. Oh, I remember all this. I remember all this. Thanks for the info. No problem. Casey is lying on my desk in front of my computer, staring at the monitor. It's hilarious. She sounds like such a sweet kitty. I am glad that there are many sweet kitties in the world in addition to mine, because that gives me hope that I will, when I one day get an additional cat, hopefully also get more that are nice. Because I just have the nicest one. I have a hard time believing that there are any better cats than mine, but I don't need it to be better. I just need it to be, you know, beautiful and nice in a different way. So I can't use that again for 15 seconds. Get out of here. You think that this area, like with all these quests that we're doing in this little south of Vigil Hill, do you think this will do it? I feel like I'm going to be killing a lot of extra stuff, so that'll be some experience that way. I'd love to play a Banshee, but the males, though? Yeah, how would they do a male Banshee? Would they just look like Nathanos? Because I feel like Nathanos Blightcaller is a good example of an undead man that doesn't have, like, the bones sticking out and has the better posture. If they looked like him, I don't know if people would really play them, but I feel like with a lot of these new races, the females are going to get more representation than the males. Except for Exemplaries. I'm in Oregon. What level are now? 19. 119. Why do you keep the stream delay so high? It's not necessarily that the delay is really high, it's that I'm slow at reading chat. I have not scrolled down to the bottom yet. I try to not read everything, I can't promise to do that, but I try to read some stuff as I can. War campaign for the World Quest and Flight Whistle Record. Okay, interesting. Then yeah, you will. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know. Up and streaming at a crazy time. I have gone a little bit over. It's like 6 p.m. for me. I've gone a little over. I've gone a lot over my regular stream time because I just really want to finish leveling, and I didn't want to stop like this close, you know? I just wanted to get it really in and done. So I should be focusing on picking up these. What am I trying to do, actually? What else am I doing? We're trying to destroy captured cannons and Azorite bombs. Okay, so this is a good... No, that's part of the bonus objective still. Where are all the Azorite bombs at? You can do it. Thanks. We're at contracts 20 rep per. I just got one. It's only 10. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into them too much recently. How long does the buff last? Is it like an hour-long buff? Are those worth getting for... do you guys think that you're going to be getting contracts for all of your world questing? Or would you rather just, like... have it take a little bit longer, and how vital, like I know that we want these things to be friendly, and we want a little bit of progress to unlock the basic stuff, but after that, how crucial is it to like race to Exalted? Like we're gonna get Exalted eventually anyways, so how crucial is it to like get there ASAP, I wonder. Okay. So the bombs are like all the way on that side, so I guess we can start heading out there. The cannons, gonna take a little, oh there's the cannons, okay, we can start working our way down this beach. Definitely the female X-Pack. I wouldn't say it's the female X-Pack, but they've definitely really done a great job of putting interesting women in prominent story positions. More so than they've done in the past, I'd say. The male counterpart of a Banshee is the Spectre in WoW. So close to 120, do a random dungeon nearly 120. I feel like if I can just finish the set, this questing hub, this last area, that we'll have it, you know? We're so close to being able to have dinner. What should I eat? I have what do I even have? Oh, I have salmon burgers. I can make salmon burgers for like in 10 minutes. 10 minutes flat, I can make myself salmon burgers. He used to look like a regular undead. Interesting. Contracts are permanent? Until you use another one. Oh, cool! I thought they were going to be like an hour buff or something, kind of like a rep scroll, or not a rep scroll, like a buff scroll. Interesting. Understanding it was just indefinite. You know what they should have done, if they didn't already. You know what they should have done is with them bringing back raid buffs, you know, like the Fort and the Arcane Intellect and whatever, and with those things being limited to specific classes, like if you want Fortitude, you need a priest in your raid. They should have brought back scrolls, like buff scrolls, so that if you don't have a priest, you can still give your raid that buff, but you then need to buy a consumable. I think that would be a good way to add value to Inscription, while also making you feel valuable for having the buff for free. I think it'd be kind of cool. I wonder why they didn't do that. Mind Control 1, the others will kill him. Interesting. Or they're super cheap. Oh, that's good. I really like that the gathering enchants are really cheap as well. The glove gathering enchants, and that's nice because those are just so nice to have on. I would totally recommend that if you are leveling and you are gathering herbs while you are leveling, I would super recommend that you buy just like a set, like 5 or 6 glove enchants, so that every time you update your gloves, you can still update your gloves, but you can put a new gathering enchant on the new ones. Because it's just so nice having that half-second cast time for herbalism or mining or skinning or whatever it is that you're doing. The only rep worth grinding is champions because of the net Azurite levels. No, I'm not leveling my Void Elf. I am a gnome. I am a gnome. I am a hungry gnome. I am almost done with my bonus objective. That's nice. I'm seeing... Oh, I need to be up on the wall. Oh, how do I get up there? You guys got a ladder? You guys got some stairs? Maybe around this side. Are there stairs? There's a path. Here we go. This is what we need. Inscription does have buff scrolls. Oh, good. I love it when I have an idea that's already happened. That's nice. Yeah, because I remember some people being upset that they were not going to have access to a buff during raid because of their lack of like a priest or a, you know, a mage or whatever. So it's neat that they have a way around that. I'm back and I got chocolate milk. That sounds like an awesome idea. Love your videos. They're amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate that. Are you going to play as a goblin on your horde? My plan is I like Undead and Zandalar Troll, like when Zandalar Troll eventually comes out. But I have played Goblin. I actually used to have a Goblin Priest. I used to play a Goblin Priest back in like Cataclysm? Was it? Was it Cata? Yeah. I think Cata was... I was Horde and Alliance in Cata. But yeah, I had a Goblin Priest. I don't remember her name. She had a weird name. Contracts are pretty underwhelming. 10 rep per world quest is pretty bad. I mean, if it's a permanent buff though, you just buy one and it's the same until you get another one, then it doesn't have to be great because you're not like continually spending gold to set them up. Like if they're cheap and you just put them on, then that's fine. It just means that you're selecting one that you get a little bit of a bonus for. Alright. Cannons are done. We just need to steal the bombs, which are this way. Are they on the boat? They're on the boat. Okay. So I can just... Oh man. Why you gotta be so grumpy at me, bro? Half a level. I bet you when we turn in this set, we steal the bombs, inspire 2 more defenders, and then we should be good, right? And we should be all set. So close, almost there. Gimme. Alright. So, the Plunder Runner bombed. Oh, I get to bomb the boat. Oh, I remember having huge problems with this on beta because I left the area through like a weird angle, and I couldn't finish the quest. So I know Talia like helps me bomb it. There we go. So. There's so many dudes and they're so mad. Oh my god, it's a Firefox! Oh, that's funny. I enjoy that. That's kind of cute. If your human is 11, it really adds up. That makes sense. I will, like, did you know this priest actually used to be human? Like, back in, what was it? Mop and early Warlords, I was a human priest. I didn't race change to gnome until halfway through WoD. Which is funny to think, because normally, whenever I race change a character, or, like, I faction change it and it becomes a new race, I then, like, lose all connection with the character. This is the only one that I've ever continued to play after race changing it. Just because, you know, as soon as she became a gnome, it just felt like that's what she was meant to be all along. That's who she is on the inside. Okay, so this, getting on a boat. Maybe this will take me back to a place where I can turn in my other quest. That'll be nice. Oh no, we're bombing under the boat. Okay. That's fine. I can do that. I'll do anything if you just give me half more experience. Have you seen or played the Horde side? The Volpera Fox NPCs in Voldoon? I've seen them. You gonna repair your armor? No. I'm going to let it all break. Preemptive grats, estimating the amount of time before you dig. I need to, I feel like we're good as soon as we get into, we're good as soon as we get some quests turned in. She's gonna take me back, right? Gilhart's gonna take me back. Gilhart, take me home! No, I don't want to work anymore! I don't want to get any more power barrels, I just want to go home! I miss my fish! I haven't seen my cat in like an hour. It's past my dinner time. I just joined the stream. What did I miss? Hey, Rose. We're streaming a little later today because I'm trying very hard to finish leveling my gnome, and I'm so close. I am 99%. I'm 119 and 99%. And this quest is sticking me on a griffin and making me ignite powder barrels. I don't know where any more are. I'm just going to bomb all over the boat. I'm just going to light the whole... There it is. I'm just lighting the whole thing on fire. It can all go. I don't care about your cinematic. The boats are on fire. Give me my level. Oh, man. You can't fly me back? You can't fly me back? Oh, I'm mad at her. Her and I are gonna have words. Lady. You know she's gonna be like heading right home to go turn in. I'll tell the lieutenant what's happened. Meet me in Vigil Hill when you're done there. She has flown me places on that griffin before. I know there is an extra seat, lady. I do have 2 Shadow Priests, at least. I have 3 Shadow Priests. 4? 3, 4? I have a couple. This is like the main one, though. The other ones are just kind of like, because they happened. The Void Elf was because I thought I was going to be a Void Elf main. Didn't turn out that way. Alright. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm feeling pretty ready. Which one should we do? I'm not talking to her, I'm mad at you. You look nice. Oh, he's got a 280, 290, 280. Yeah, I need a ring. Alright, I'm 120, I'm item level 282. I will work on that later. Thanks, guys! We did it! We only streamed an hour and a half over. Oh boy! Thank you for hanging out with me and keeping me company on this beautiful and wonderful journey. I appreciate all of you so much. I put out a new vlog that's up if you would like to watch it. I will be streaming again on Tuesday with Mount Runs, same time as always, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to go eat. Goodbye.